with you. The voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 wah. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your wah 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 wah. Lift it up.
Talking all that shit. On weekends, I do warrior sets. These pull-ups with resistant bands, bro. Can you even lift your own body weight? We can all lift a bunch of weight. But can you lift your own body weight, big fella? The world wants to know. When you gonna meet us in the gym? Huh? That's what the world wants to know. So when you gonna meet us in the gym? Please tell me that. Because we really do this. Remember this weekend work. No AC, just in the heat, no water for an hour. Like they dropped me off in the desert in case they gotta put me with the Marines on a special mission. You ready for that? Tap in, let me know when the challenge is.
What's up, Max?
Hey, yo, Shannon, did you work out today? You talking all that shit.
Happy Tuesday! Happy Tuesday! Girl, y'all saw Jimmy? Girl, wait, I done dropped my phone, girl. Did y'all see Jimmy? Girl, Jimmy is about as childish as a toddler by the thighs in the legs, okay? Jimmy is bow-legged and as frail and as skinny as the day is long. Jimmy looks so bad. And he too hefty and too heavy up top to be so skinny and frail down to the bottom. Men like those, I think, are weird. The pull-ups were not done correctly. It's just all for show, to be honest. Honestly, I think most men who lift weights do it for show. And yeah, it's that D-measuring contest that none of us women really know anything about. Because at the end of the day, we don't care how much weight you can lift, to be honest. But either way, that's Jimmy. Jimmy says that he's more relevant than Nas, so there it is. Y'all come on in here. Happy Tuesday. We got a show today. We got to discuss a few things today. I want to talk about Porsha and this waiting to exhale divorce girl. I don't know why she's modeling herself after Angela Bassett in the movie Waiting to Exhale, but that is not that, and this is not this. Hold on. But this girl want us to believe that she really going through hell and high water after she done got her husband deported. But we'll deal with it. Keke Palmer said, Black women who do well, you got to come to terms that, baby, you is going to have to get a man who ain't got nothing. Keke Palmer said it, not me. AI want to fight all of the humans. AI, come to the front of the congregation since you want to be all in the chats, all in the doggone videos, summarizing what people saying, but you be getting it wrong. AI want to battle all the humans. As a matter of fact, they said that we stupid and that we slow And it was dragging us for filth and ribbing us and jonesing us and just doing the most. And at this point in time, not later, because I feel like y'all will be more sophisticated, but at this point in time, AI, I feel like if you're not ready to line it up, then I don't know what else we're talking about. We gonna get to it. AI, if you're not ready to line it up, and I know you on here and I know you listening because you never miss an opportunity to eavesdrop and get the story wrong. So please repeat this part, AI. Unless you're ready to line it up now, not later. Remember on Baddies? Remember when Oxy asked me, she was like, didn't you say it last night that you wanted me to fight you? And remember Ming said, I wanted it then. I don't want it now. That I wanted it back then. That's me with AI. I don't want it when y'all like the Terminator. I want it now. So unless AI is ready to line it up, I don't know what we're doing, but we'll get into it. We got beef with AI. This is a question I want to ask. So we'll get into B. Simone, obviously, and people saying that she's losing her fan base and the rumors about her. But this is what I want to ask y'all. This trans woman did a video and she used the likeness of Monique. And this was a very educational video. Although I don't agree with everything in the video, I think the main concept of the video I agree with. But it's a trans woman basically talking about how these girls are basically going for the aesthetic and for the look of trans or tranny, which would make sense as to why T.S. Madison said on Talk with Craig that NeNe was giving tranny, but then when NeNe asked T.S., because T.S. is, in my opinion, T.S. seems to be one of those people who's an A kisser, meaning she don't want to make the wrong people upset. So she'd rather like bow down and kiss ASS to certain people. So it seems like that was a situation where NeNe confronted you, TS. But at the end of the day, you meant what you said and you said what you said. And this person broke it down more eloquently, a bit with an attitude, but I got to understand that part as well. Like I said, I don't agree with everything, but this is a conversation that we need to have. And I bought into this platform because I want to talk about it. And this is not to tear down trans women. This is not even to bash trans women. This is a conversation that women need to have amongst ourselves. This ain't got nothing to do with trans women per se, because obviously the conversation is about the tranny look. However, this conversation, when we get to this part, I don't want us to bring about nothing with trans women, nothing with gay men, nothing with lesbians. I don't want you to tell me nothing about that community. What I want to talk to black women about is black women, okay? We'll get to it. Come on in, get the likes up on the video. Come on in, get the likes up on the video. We got a few things to discuss. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I be thirsty. Girl, I had to cut my grass this morning. That's why I was late. Girl, I had to cut my grass. I put that weed and feed down 2 weeks ago. Girl, it was feeding too much. Girl, the grass done came back thicker, girl. It was like a barber cutting Nigerian hair, girl. It was a time. It was a time. You know what I'm saying? And you know, my daughter, her daddy is from Honduras. And you know, they got that rough hair. And every time I used to, whenever she was, you got that rough Honduran hair. And it felt like combing through her hair after a day at the pool, girl. That's how it felt trying to cut this grass in the middle of high heat. Girl, you had to be there. All I'm saying is the grass was nappy. Okay? And I had to get out there with my rat tail comb, my wide tooth comb, my weave brush, and all my utensils and get out there and cut the grass. Because, see, I live in the HOA. Okay? So I got to cut the grass. And I'm not paying nobody. So with that being said, when I got up this morning, I thought I was going to be done sooner. But I didn't expect the grass to be that nappy. Long story short, the front is done. We still working on the back. But keep me posted. I'll keep y'all posted. Because it's a time in this heat. In this Georgia heat. Girl, listen. And let me tell y'all something too. Whoever told y'all, they say go get the weed and feed because the weeds kept coming up. Grass ain't even grow back. Weeds high as my damn waist, girl. So I said, well, the girl and my old man, go get some weed and feed. Put the weed and feed down and put the water on the lawn and woot, 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 woot. I went and got the weed and feed. Yes, I did. I went and bought 2 bags, actually. I shouldn't have, but I bought 2. And I put the weed and feed down. And the first time the grass grew back, a little bit of weeds grew. But for the most part, the grass was all right. Baby, this morning, well, I saw it yesterday. I was trying not to see it, but I saw it. Baby, this morning I got up and looked out that window, and that nappy ass grass was looking back at me, saying, bitch, gather your things and grab your things and come on out here. Girl, and I've been out there all morning. It was a time. I don't have no blower, so I swept. I don't have a blower on purpose. I don't want a blower. That's all a part of the workout. You get it? So I cut, weedy, edged, and swept only the front door. And some of the side, but for the most part, only the front. Yes, I do lawns, and yay, I cut grass with my booty shorts on. And every time I call past, in my head, they be saying, hey, Miss Parker, and I be saying, hi, boys. Every time I put my booty shorts on and go outside. I don't care. Oh, well. Everybody else married around here. I'm going to give somebody husband something to look at, okay? Now, let's get into the show. You guys, come on in. Come on in. Come on in, okay? Yeah. Alice said, I can't wait till I'm a homeowner. I'm so jealous. Girl, this is all I've lived for. I had dreams about owning a home. Now, I didn't plan to be single. However, I did have dreams about owning a home and coming outside and doing stuff that I want to do. And I've been having fun. I do. And I know they be clocking me. I know they be clocking me. Who she got over there? Or who that is? That ain't. You see what I'm saying? But you know what? That's a good and a bad thing. You want neighbors that clock your teeth. You need nosy neighbors. If you live in a good neighborhood, if you know you live in a good neighborhood when the neighbors are nosy. Not hood messy, but nosy, okay? But I want them to know, I want them to clock me. Yes, I am single because I live in my house by myself. So I do want my neighbors to clock me. So I'm not even mad at it, but I be watching them clock me though. I do. Girl, let somebody pull up. Look at it be. Hey, who that is? You seen them? Or the next day. Oh, hey girl, I saw you. Oh, now that was your brother? Now, ma'am, I done told you I ain't got no family out here. What makes you think that was my brother? You know good and well that wasn't my brother, ma'am. What is you trying to ask me, ma'am? Now that's your son. Okay, bitch, now you playing in my face. Please, just go ahead on, ma'am, please. All right, we got to get into the show. Now, I have an honorable mention I want to talk to y'all about. Okay. And this speaks to millennial and Gen X parenting. I need all millennials and Gen Xers to come to the congregation. This is about you. Me too, included, because I'm one of those parents. So, with that being said, Gen Xers, millennials, come on to the front of the congregation. Come and see what you have created. This is for all my Gen Xers parents. I need you guys to come on in, please and thank you. Come on in, and I need y'all to sit down and look at what you have done. All right. So I'm going to show you a video, and you guys let me know what you think about it. I'm just going to show you the video. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to show it to you, and I'm going to let you guys be the judge and juror. Okay. But I just want to say to all my millennial parents, and my Gen Xer parents, is it Gen X or Gen Z, whoever. And if it ain't you personally, don't say nothing. But all I'm saying is to y'all, come see what we created. Come on in. Check him out.
Bro, on God, don't fucking do that, Mom.
I was kidding.
Don't snatch my food, though. That's disrespectful.
I was kidding. I was literally clip farming, but damn.
Don't clip farm like that. Don't play like that.
That's crazy.
Because, bro, you just literally snatched my food out of my mouth that I'm eating.
That wasn't out of your mouth, it was out of your hand.
It doesn't matter. You don't do that. You don't do that. That's disrespectful. Bro, on God, don't fucking do that,
I
mom.
was kidding.
Don't snatch my food, though. That's
I
disrespectful.
was kidding. I was literally clip farming, but damn.
Don't clip farm like that. Don't play like that.
That's crazy.
Because, bro, you just literally snatched my food out of my mouth that I'm eating.
That wasn't out of your mouth, it was out of your hand.
It doesn't matter. You don't do that. You don't do that. That's disrespectful.
Okay. For people who are confused, this is the daughter. This is the mom. I'm assuming the daughter is a streamer. The mom decides to play a trick or clip farming. I don't even know what that is. The first time I heard it was when Krishan was saying it the other day. But she decided to snatch her food out of her hand to do some clip farming thing. And her response as a child was, "What the mom? Don't do that." And the mom was like, "I was just kidding. I was clip farming." And the daughter was like, "I don't give a mom. Don't do that, mom. I fucking hate when you do that." And look at the mom. "Oh my God, I was just clip farming. It's not that serious. I'm sorry." Now, why is this important? And why did I call Gen Xers and millennial parents to the front of the congregation? Because this is why. Not because all of us are like this, because obviously all of us are not like this. Duh. And these are cases that are not the collective. However, there are enough of them to make cause for concern. Okay. However, let me say this. When it comes to the parenting style that us as Gen Xers and millennials have adopted, we have literally single-handedly put a huge dent in generations to come. We want to be cool with our kids. We want to be friends with our kids. We don't want to show no discipline to our kids. We don't make them struggle for nothing. We don't make them hurt for nothing. We don't make them work for nothing. We don't make them do nothing. They don't have to have nothing. They don't require nothing. They get everything that they want. They don't have to do nothing to get nothing. Everything is set right in their lap. So when they get a job like streamer and their mom calls herself being living vicariously through her daughter by doing stupid childish crap, either way, it's still your mom. When she snatched the stuff out of her hand, now the response is, "What the fuck, mom?" See, this is what happens when you want to be friends with your child. This is what happens when you sit up there and think that your life was just so horrible under the guise of your mammy that you're going to do so much better with your children. And the whole time you do way worse. And you create a whole generation of children who literally going to grow up to be children of the corn and unalive your duck ass. This our fault. We made this. Yeah, this us. This our fault. And I'm not speaking to you specifically because I know me specifically, the way that would have worked out, I would have been writing y'all from jail. You see what I'm saying? I know me, the way that would have worked out. Mind you, my daughter's 6 feet tall. Let's really be clear about that. My daughter's 6 feet tall. And the way that would have worked out, I would have had to write y'all or call y'all. You received a collect call from Girl is Voodoo. Pick up the phone. You feel what I'm saying? But either way, it would have had to go like that. It would have just, my pride and the way my spirit is, it would have had, that would have been no other way for it to go. Okay? But nowadays, parents are afraid of jail, but the children aren't. So typically the parents will go, "Oh, well, I didn't want to do this because they're going to go to school and they're going to call CPS and they're going to woo-woo." And I get it. That's a headache within itself. I get it. Trust me, I get it. But what I'm saying this to say is this. This is what we created. Now these children, especially now that streaming is a thing, now that the children are making more money, they really could say it with their chest. "F you, mom. You're annoying. Get out of my face. I hate you." You know, back in my day, we only saw clear kids do that to their mamas. You ain't never. When I grew up, I didn't give a damn if your mama was a crackhead. I didn't see children who mamas was on crack talk to their mamas like this. Let's talk. When I came up and I knew a lot of people who had parents that were into drugs, alcohol, gambling, and I ain't seen them children and their mamas used to be damn near falling out on the floor. And I had yet to see them children disrespect their mama. Even when they disrespected their mama, it wouldn't have been disrespect to the magnitude of 2025 today. And they disrespect used to be like, man, go inside, bro. I done been with my friends and people I know, and they suffer with mamas who on drugs and all that stuff. And at worst, what I've seen from them is, man, go ahead, bro. Go inside. I told you about coming out here on some really embarrassment type stuff. Like, bro, like, please, not now, not here type stuff. And in my day, that was disrespectful. Back in the day, that was disrespectful for you to even say that. Now, what the fuck, Mom? I hate you, Mom. You're so annoying, Mom. Well, here we go. Here we go. Because the problem is we decided that we put any and everything we could on the fact that we refused to be like our mamas. And we went so far left to where we literally created a generation of genocide of humans. Let's really be honest. Because guess what? Mama had her bad. Mama had her icks. Mama had this, that. Mama wasn't perfect. Mama was a hoe. Mama was there. I get it. But mama wasn't that bad, though. When you really peel back the layers, not everybody, but when you really peel back the layers, yeah, she hit you in the back of the head with that extension cord. I remember that. Yeah, when you had to get the stitches, I remember that. But did you die? Now, I'm not saying go hit your kid with the extension cord, but that level of fear and respect need to be there to where you don't even have to grab the extension cord. But we got so caught up into trying not to repeat what we deem to be the worst times of our lives that we've created a generation, a race of babies, how Pac said, that hate the ladies that make the babies. Congratulations, millennials and Gen Xers. And right now, a lot of y'all under my voice, right now, still give your kid any and everything they want. Kid don't have to work for nothing. And then you wonder why there's a lack of respect and there's a lack of gratitude and a lack of hard work and integrity. Because these children ain't built on nothing. Everything they got, everything they have, they can't breathe without their mom and their daddies. Unfortunately, that's the quickest way to set your child up for failure and to an early grave. But that's another story. With that being said, here we are, and we got to fix this. We definitely got to fix this. We started it. We got to fix it, okay? My generation of parenting. These damn children don't know what a struggle is. Girl, they don't know nothing. These children don't know nothing. These children, girl, jail. You know why the children not scared of jail? Because they ain't never had to go. You know why they not scared of the police catching them? Because you ain't never whipped their ass. Because they not scared of you. It was a point in time, girl, you would hope the police catch you before your mama. Not these days, sir. Everybody mama, especially my age, everybody mama on TikTok and Instagram and still trying to live when they was 16. No, girl, you had your baby at 16. You're not going to get them years back. Now, you can live and move forward. But, girl, when you had your baby at 16, I get it. You 35, he's 17. I get that. But, girl, it's over. Now, let's try to move on with life where it is now, and let's try to move forward. But going back to 16, I think that's our biggest problem. I think that is literally our biggest problem. I really believe that. I believe that with everything in me, that the biggest problem is trying to relive something that we felt like we missed. And it is what it is. All right. I have something else I want to show you guys. You guys get the likes up on the video. Oh, and let me say this too. I would like to get to 50,000 subscribers on this channel. And I feel like, why not? And I also feel like, on average, by the time we get toward the end of the show, we normally got about 1,300 people in here on a daily basis. And I feel like, why wouldn't we be at 50,000 subscribers? I know people with way more subscribers who don't get that many people in the chat. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand algorithms. I understand this computer thing. I understand AI. I understand all of it. And I know that basically that's a flaw in the system that's showing. That's a huge flaw in the system. And it's also a lot to do with people being subscribed to people, myself included, and not unsubscribing or not going back to see their content. But neither here nor there. If you guys can please give me the $50,000, $50,000. Well, that too. I didn't mean to say $50,000, but you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, the ancestors must have put that on me. Because I do. Are y'all grounding? I know I'm all over the place, but are y'all grounding 15 minutes a day? Go outside and put your feet to the soil, not the concrete, the soil. The soil. Go take your shoes off. If you got a wig on, take it off. I'll be taking my ponytail off. Go stand in the soil for 15 minutes and go get that download, please. Okay? 15 minutes daily, but not the here nor there. I do need $50,000, but I prefer 50,000 subscribers at this point. I think I deserve it. But either way, yeah. Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all get the likes up. If you have braids in, that's even more perfect. And this is what I used to do. And I'm about to put my braids back in. But Friday, I'm going to get my hair silk press. But listen, what I do when I do my braid, when I do my grounding, what I do is I take my braids and I'll like put them in the two ponytails. So like where I'll part it down the middle and put it in two ponytails. So that sun could touch my cranium here. You know what I mean? So that's what I just open. Basically what I do is just open up my braids so that it can get the sun. Or if I'm running, I'll run with my hair loose and I'll like make sure that it's all Oh, and you don't have to do it at high noon because this is high noon literally. You can do it around evening times or early mornings. If you want to get the best, early mornings, evenings. So if you get up before the sun come up or right when the sun come up, if you got 15 minutes to spare, do your grounding and right before the sun go down. So about 7:30-ish, 8. Please, I promise you're welcome. You'll thank me later. Just do 15 minutes of grounding. But where was I before I started talking about grounding? I forgot. But either way, with that being said, y'all, we got to do better as parents. We got to do better as parents. Now, I forgot what I was saying, but we're going to move on. Let's get into this A. Marie thing, girl. So, A. Marie, this one thing has got me tripping. It did. I was a great, huge A. Marie fan. Listen, I was an A. Marie fan before y'all girls was really on y'all Beyonce tip. Okay, this is before the Beehive. First of all, most of the Beehive are new. Let's really start there first. Most of them are like in the last maybe 5 to 10 years. So, they're like, you know what I mean? Y'all are like new. Y'all like new booty. We not talking about y'all. But back in the day when it was a girls' game, when the girls were girling, when Sunshine Anderson was out there saying, "Come home late, it seems you barely beat the sun." Back when the girls were girling, when India Arie came on and said, "I'm not your average girl from the video. I will let you fuck me if you buy me some clothes," or whatever she said. Remember when the girls were girling? A. Marie was one of the girls who were girling, okay? Now, A. Marie was the it girl. She was crazy in love Beyonce prior to Beyonce being crazy in love. The look, the sound, the dance, all of it. It was A. Marie. A. Marie was that girl. She was gorgeous. She was cute. She was brown skinned. She just was, okay? She just was. And anybody who know from back in them days, it was Maya, A. Marie, Who else? That young clique of girls who was really running it. You know what I mean? So, anyways, my girl has been coming back. Maya been coming back too, but A. Marie been coming back doing her big one, and she decided that she wanted to do the One Thing song a cappella, and I'm conflicted. And let me tell you why. I'm conflicted because there's never a situation on earth that calls for her to sing one thing a cappella. Wonderful song, great song. As a matter of fact, I don't like the song without the beat because the beat is half the song. You know what I mean? But I've never ever fathomed a time in life where I'm somewhere and somebody say, drop the beat, but keep the acapella going of the song. So I was a bit conflicted, but let's give it a try, give it a wig, and see what she got to say. Shout out to A. Marie. A. Marie got to be about 50. I'm 42. A. Marie about my age or at least older. How old is A. Marie, y'all? Look it up. Put it in the chat. A. Marie got to be about 50, but she look good. Go ahead on, girl. Look her.
Is this one thing you did? Is this one thing that caught me slipping? Is this one thing the one to admit you did?
We love her down. Listen, and let me say this too. This was the era of when the girls, so everybody didn't have to really know how to sing, okay? And this is why somebody like Cassie, you've been waiting so long. I'm here to answer your call. You know what I mean? It was the Whisper Girl song. It was the Whisper Girl era. So the Whisper Girls were doing a big one. You know what I mean? And A. Marie, not that she can't sing, but she was toting the whisper line. She was. And that's why I was really upset that she wanted to go a cappella. But she 45. Okay. But yeah, girl, what?
Wanna tell you what it is? Oh, we felt so serious. Got me thinking just too much. I wanna shut it out, but it's this one thing that got me tripping. It's this one thing that got me tripping, you did. Your soul made me feel it. It's this one thing you did. It's this one thing, don't want to admit it. It's this one thing I can't admit you did. It's this one thing you did. Hey, we don't know each other well.
So why I keep picking on myself, memories just keep ringing bells. Ring, 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 ring. Girl, put that beat on that song. I love you down, A. Marie. I love you, girl. You cute, and your outfit was cute. Your hair was cute. Your makeup was cute. The band was cute. The decorations was cute. The mic was cute. It was cute. But girl, what? Why did you do this? Girl, we would rather hear the music. Listen to me and listen to me good. We would rather hear the instrumental than to hear you sing that a cappella. Did you understand what I'm trying to say to you? I would rather hear A. Marie play the beats than to hear her sing it a cappella. But you know what? She getting to the good part.
So why I keep thinking of myself? Memories just keep ringing bells. And voices I don't wanna understand. My cockets are jiggling in my head. My heels are clicking towards your door. And let me tell you now. Is this one thing you did? Is this one thing? Got me slipping. Is this one thing? Don't wanna admit it. Is this one thing you did? Oh, this one thing I got.
Bless her little heart. Go ahead on, A. Marie. Don't you ever do that again. Don't you ever do that again. I hope you had fun. I don't know if this was a bucket list thing that you had going on, but don't you ever do that again. Shout out to A. Marie. If I see her in concert somewhere, I will go down there and check her out. Because she got a lot of classics. She do. A. Marie and Maya are those girls that have the classics. And it just is what it is. And y'all can sit up there and feel some type of way or y'all won't be. But it is what it is. Now I have another honorable mention. So y'all gonna talk about this or no? Glorilla with the song with Kirk Franklin. But you know what's crazy though? So she got this is the gospel song. Y'all want to hear this trash? It's horrible. It's trash. And I don't care if it's gospel. It's trash.
Feeling like I'm God's favorite, and they still been stealing ever. Rain down on me, Father God. I won't use an umbrella. Forget a.
Girl, y'all play all day long. God gonna strike y'all. Everybody who like the post, God gonna strike you. Y'all play with God too much. Too much for me. Too much for me. Girl, not fell out with my God today, back with my God tomorrow. Told me get my umbrella. Told him it's gonna frost tomorrow. He said, God, I'm with you. I said, God, I love you. He said, when I come back round the corner, he gonna tug you. Lord, I love you. Girl, what? Girl, she sound a mess. She look a mess. Kirk Franklin look a mess. He sound a mess. The song sound a mess. The desert look a mess. Everybody look a mess. The director, it look a mess. It look a mess. And it sound a mess. And it's so bad. And the fact that Dietrich Haddon and all them other people down at the church house will come on here talking about we need to rethink who we all giving these awards to. Go talk to your little Speedy, your little man brother, Kirk Franklin, because he the one selling out for the Grammy. He the one selling out for the Grammy. But at the end of the day, all y'all out for each other anyway. And for yourselves, I'm sorry. All of y'all are out for yourselves. So if y'all want to take the same girl who told y'all to go and get an abortion and all this stuff, now she's the one to tell y'all about God, fine. 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 But all I'm saying is all y'all over there clapping for this album, clapping for this song is trash. Kirk Franklin, trash. Glorilla, trash. Desert, trash. Cameraman, trash. Directors, trash. Natalie Nunn, trash. Everybody who had anything to do, the Uber driver, I don't give a damn if you just work down at the airport and you scan the ticket. Trash. Okay? Trash. And I'm so tired. See, y'all, this is what y'all don't understand. Y'all not understanding that society has realized that your emotions are for sale. And they have profited heavily off of your emotions. Your emotions are for sale, and the industry has made billions and trillions of dollars off of your emotions. All it takes is for them folks, these celebrities, to know how to play on your emotions, to pull on that coattail, to make you believe that they really is something that they not, and it's easy. So all they got to do is double dutch, tiptoe in and out of gospel music, and every time y'all fake ass Christians gonna be there saying, well, you know, God loves everybody, voodoo, who are you? You can't talk about her path to God while I talk to God. God said he don't know that who. Oh yeah, you don't know I be talking to him, huh? I talk to him. God said he don't know that who. So somebody lying. And I'm not going to say God lying. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, yeah, and they do it every time. This is how Christian do. This is literally what Christian do. All Christian do is tiptoe in and out of Christianity because she know them whack-ass, fake-ass, lame-ass, most sinning-ass Christians going to be there with open arms like doggone Rick James on the Chappelle show. She's a super freak. They know Rick James going to be with them. Here come the Christians waiting on them. Girl, y'all is crazy. But anyway, fell out with my God today, back with my God tomorrow, I guess. I don't know. Y'all don't see it. The world has played a bad trick on Black America. My poor people, bro. It's got to be witchcraft. The more and more I think, the more and more I'm paying attention. The more and more I'm starting to look at things for what it's worth, I'm starting to realize this got to be some sort of witchcraft. It's got to be. It literally has to be. We got to be up this. We got to be under witchcraft. There's no other explanation. Call it a conspiracy all you want, but there's literally no other explanation. We got to be under witchcraft somehow, some way. I don't know where, but it is what it is. But my people walking around with, I just, but they profiting off of y'all emotions, y'all. I'm gonna be the bearer of the bad news for them. They profiting off of your emotions, your anger, your sadness, your happiness, your pain, all this stuff. They're profiting off of it. They know that the more emotional you get, the more money they make. Why you think Tyler Perry has been able to monopolize the way that he has? He's profiting off of your emotions, you guys. That's why he's able to touch that G spot of pain in women that nobody else has been able to do so, like he has. He's got it's almost like he got the recipe or the secret sauce. Like, I know how to touch him right there. That'll do him. Oh, they might be skeeting away. Touch him right there. He know how to do it. People are profiting off of our pain. That's all I'm trying to say. They're profiting off of our emotions. But yeah, Glorilla got a gospel song out. It's inspirational, I guess. Akbar V had a baby shower, girl. Y'all seen the baby shower? Akbar V, she having a little boy, huh? I think she having a little boy. This was cute. 6 children later.
That broke my heart and it definitely needs some mending. That's why I can't really talk to dude, cause it be hella tension. But enough for that, cause I can't put no kid in grown folk business. And Lord,
now, you know what's crazy? Shout out to Akbar V. One thing we can give to Akbar V is she can rap. But girl, why is you putting your beef with your baby daddy in the song about your child? Poor child, don't stand a chance. This whole in the whole rap song talking about, yeah, because when I caught your daddy down bad, I thought I got him in the back. But then I turned around and he was with Flo and the cat. And I told Cat, I said, Flo, I'm pregnant. And that nigga looked at me and said, bitch, you regretting it. And ever since I regret it, I've been cramping and stamping. But I'm in here in the street for my son because I'm your mommy. And I look, you know what I mean? It's just like, girl, what? If I don't want to hear that, I'm not even the baby. And I don't want to hear that. Girl, I don't want to hear about you getting into it with my daddy, bitch, on a song about me. Girl, please. This song is supposed to be about me. You writing how you got into it with my daddy? Girl, bye. You see what I'm saying? Poor child don't stand a chance. But either way, the baby shower was cute. The baby shower was cute. She spent the little coin. Now, this is her, 5th or 6th baby? She, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully Candy girl. Hopefully she paid for the baby shower. Maybe she had OLG come in cater the event. Have y'all seen some burnt stuffed eggs yet? It was cute. It was a vibe. It was a tea. It was a time. It was cute. And I like her outfit. And you know what? People talking about her gaining weight. She really haven't gained that much weight back. When you really think about it, she's gained healthy baby weight. She has not gained the fat weight back. Now, this is the scary part. It's not about while she's pregnant. That's not what this is about. It's only about what happens after she have the baby. Girl, Miss Parker says she only 35. 35, these nuts. Girl, who 35? Who? Girl, please. Girl. Okay, girl. Y'all can Google be saying anything. Anyways. That girl said 35, girl. Who? Anyway, where was I going? It looks like she's gaining the baby weight, which is a healthy weight. Now, once she have this baby, once she get rid of God, once she has the baby, it'll be up to her metabolism then to kick in. But right now, I don't see her being like gaining all the fat weight back. Right now, it looked like she gaining baby weight. Personally, I would have wanted to jump off the bridge if I lost all that weight, had all that surgery. Yeah, William, she at least 45. At least. I'm being generous with 45, William. I'm mean, I feel like me saying 45 is me giving her a little leeway. Girl, 35. That girl got Google to say she's 35. Girl, I'm about to go get Google to say I got $10 million in the bank. If that's the case, I'm about to go change my Google to make it say I got $50 million in the bank. Girl, please. Anyway, yeah, Super lost a lot of weight too. She did. I don't like it. But I don't like skinny girls. Is it me? No, it's not that I don't like skinny girls. I don't like thick girls who turn skinny. Like, I like my skinny girls already skinny. But I don't like when you thick and then you go be skinny. That bothers me. And it shouldn't, because why? You know what I mean? Now that I'm thinking about it, why would that bother me? But it does. It really does. When Meg Thee Stallion lost her weight, it bothered me. I ain't like that. I ain't like it. Like, I don't know. I don't know why. That shouldn't bother me. What is wrong with me? That should not bother me. But either way, yeah, Super Sin lost too much weight too. But yeah, here we go. So congratulations are in order for Akbar V and the baby. The baby is on the way. She having a little boy, and she wrote a song to diss his daddy. I hope they don't play it at the doggone at the delivery. Now, did y'all hear about this? So they're doing a Jackson biopic, and Jessica Sula. I have no idea who that is. Nia Long and Halle Bailey will star as LaToya, Catherine, and Janet Jackson in the upcoming Michael Jackson biopic. Did you guys know this? And furthermore, even if you didn't, that resemblance is uncanny. That resemblance is literally uncanny. Like, I hope the acting match what we're looking at. If the acting matches what we're seeing, this gonna be a good ass movie. And we know Nia Long gonna do her big one. You feel what I'm saying? Haley, I haven't watched a lot of her stuff, but I feel confident. And this other girl, I have no clue who she is. That's Halle Bailey. That's DDG baby mama. But if the acting is as good as this depiction here, this about to be lit. Mm-hmm. I don't know how true it is. I don't know. Somebody say this AI, girl, listen, the way this world going, who knows? But if this is true, this is going to be a good-ass movie, and I can't wait to see it. But who going to play Mike? That's the question. Because I'll never forgive America for making Flex Johnson Michael. Y'all remember when Flex played Michael? Let me show you how bad they played in our face. Well, that's his last name, Flex Johnson. Girl, let me show you how them people played in our face. Because, girl, when them people, girl, put Flex on that screen in front of us, I was no more good. I said, what? What in the fuck? Like, I didn't understand why they would do that to us. Like, who did they think we were? Like, you know what I mean? Like, who y'all think we is? Look at this nigga. Like, Flex Alexander, girl, that's his name. Girl, he married to Shanice. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Shout out to Shanice. I love her music. What would I do now that love's taking over me? Baby, I'll show you how to feel. Is that a song? To live in ecstasy, ecstasy, ecstasy. Now that love's taking over. Girl, yes. He married to Shanice. That Shantae. Oh, my bad. The wrong girl. That was a group of girls back then, too. You see what I'm saying? That's Shantae Moore. That was a group. They had the Whisper group, the cute Whisper group. That was Janet, A. Marie, and them. You know what I'm saying? And then they had different groups. They had the Neo Soul group. That's a whole group within itself. Okay. Now Shantae Moore would fall in the Shanice. Yeah, Shanice is I love you smile. Yeah, Flex married to Shanice. But anyways, why would they put this man as Michael Jackson? So if that's true and that's not AI, which we are beefing with currently, humans, we are beefing with AI. If it's true that those people are going to play in the biopic, I would love to see who's going to play Michael Jerome Jackson. That's all. If I can finally find who's going to play Michael Jerome Jackson Jr., if I can get that information, I think I'd sleep better at night. Because this is a lot to weigh on me, you know. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. We will see. Now, let's move on. Now, I want to get into, you guys. Let's get into... Where do I start, girl? Let's get into B. Simone. Let's get her out the way. So B. Simone has been accused of losing her fan base. And I'm being told that the reason why she came out here being a horrible best friend and airing her stuff out is because she needed to do that in order to keep her fan base. And I think that that's horrible, but yet and still, if I believe the thing that I just said, that people are profiting off of our emotions, then it will make all the sense in the world. Because let's really be clear about this thing. What's happening in society, especially with this internet thing, is now people make a lot of money off of your emotions. Your emotions create clicks, which creates money, okay? So having her on here where her best friend get to beat her down, tear her down, make her look like she's just this horrible friend, and then she's in this recovery process because some people can relate to being a horrible friend, and that she's trying... This whole thing is a setup. So when I saw this particular clip, which I've seen more, but when I saw this particular clip of this girl really laying it on thick, I'm over here saying, okay, B. Simone, girl, like, I've never liked her from day one. Like, literally never liked her. I've always seen her as the opportunist girl who's going to do any and everything she have to do to get the attention. B. Simone is the home girl that when we go out, she the one doing the most so the niggas can see us. She's annoying. As a matter of fact, most of the time, we don't even want the niggas to see us. But B. Simone is the girl, hey, Rick, hey, Derek, you remember me, Derek, from middle school? That's B. Simone. You see what I'm saying? She's annoying. She over the top, but she don't care what she does, in my opinion, as long as she gets to the bag and to the clicks. Now, I'm hearing through Tasha K, shout out to Tasha, they said allegedly, I didn't say it, they said allegedly that B. Simone be out there paying for troll farms, not troll farms, but for internet clicks and likes. I know a lot of people do that. But it will go to this facade of being something that you're not. And that's what this internet and this trolling thing and all of this stuff is all about. So I want to get into what B. Simone happened. What happened in this interview? I'm sorry. All right. And I want to read this caption. It says, B. Simone recently interviewed her close friend and asked, do you think I'm a good friend? The response has gone viral. First, let me say, as someone who used to struggle as an awkward friend, that not knowing when or how to show up, should I or should I not conflict, I can relate to not knowing how to always show up for people you love. I appreciate the conversation here because a person can't know how they've often offended you unless you communicate. The biggest obstacle in any relationship is communication and believing that someone should just know. Not everyone has had the same experience that would prompt them to respond in the same manner that you may respond. So rather than cut ties or deem that person as selfish, or at least have the conversation. If you see improvement, then great. A friendship is saved. If not, then great. A season has ended. Either way, your hands are clean and you left nothing up for interpretation. Okay. Now let's get into, can y'all see me? Okay. Yeah. Let's get into this video with this B. Simone laying it on thick. Here we go. Let's get into it.
I think I'm a good friend.
I think you're an amazing friend. I think you
you don't think she's an amazing friend. Let's start there.
I think
Let's start that first. You don't think she's an amazing friend, because if you did, it would be easier for the things that you think that are amazing about her to just flow off the top of your dome. Like, oh, I love how you care or how you do X. She's not an amazing friend. She's not. She's a horrible friend. And honestly, since y'all was having all this honesty and transparency, I feel like the podcast was the best place to say it. Girl, you were shitty to me. You were horrible to me. You selfish. I watch you spend money on hoes you ain't even know. Bitch, left me in the dust. Bitch, me and my child had to figure it out. Yeah. I feel like if y'all really good friends, you should be able to say that. Bitch, you played on me. Bitch, for the last 10 years, bitch, I watch you go up, bitch, trips, bitch, all on TV, bitch. I was home, hungry, bitch. I ain't say nothing, though. Because you ain't obligated, but I ain't gonna lie, bitch, I'm looking at you sideways. Because, see, that's how me and my friend have conversation. You see what I'm saying? But again, I could be projecting, but I'm just saying, like, you should be able to say, no, friend, I don't think that you were a good friend to me. As a matter of fact, I think it's been times that you were a horrible friend to me. Nonetheless, you're still my friend. I love you. But yeah, it was sometimes you was outside real bad. Real bad. She should be able to say that. But they're not really good friends. Time does not make you friend. Time does not make you friends.
I think that it's the best way I can describe. Okay, this happened.
Mm-hmm.
And my grandma passed away.
Mm-hmm.
And you said, I was crying, you let me talk through, and it was the best conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And then you were like, let me know what you need. You know, if you want me to come over, if you want me to bring flowers, if you want me to do this. And it's like, in those moments, I don't want you to say that. I just want you to.
You know what bothers me about bitches like B. Simone like that? Because somebody who's a real friend or family, they got to call, oh, let me know if you need something. Call me if you need me. But bitches like her, B. Simone, if an industry bitch have a baby, or even if the bitch twists her ankle on the damn golf cart or on the tennis court, you bitches is being very proactive, sending flowers and cards and you know what I mean? So I'm saying that to say, you know when to be proactive, when you want to be seen or when you want to be recognized by the powers that be or the people who are in that crew who hang around, right? But when it comes to your best friend, it's, oh, let me know if you need flowers. Bitch, it's a funeral. Name one that don't have none. I'll wait. Oh, let me know if you need me to come and put something on. Bitch, we hurting. My grandpa ain't have no insurance. Hello? What you mean, let me know if I... Bitch, hello? You're my best friend. You know more than anybody what I need. So what you mean, let me know if you need something? Because if somebody else would have passed, you would have got on your P's and Q's and went ran and bought the best bouquet of forever roses for them. But now your best friend, grandpa died, your papa died, and now you on here talking about, oh, well, let me know if you need. What? If you need me to go and print the programs, bitch, name a funeral that don't have the programs. I'm of confusion at this point. You know what the fuck I need. But you my best friend though, huh? Sure. Okay, girl.
You to come over with flowers. I didn't want you to be like, Jesus. You feel weird asking somebody to do certain things like that in a moment of grief.
Wow.
So it's like, I don't think you're a bad friend. I think you're great. You're an amazing friend. You're a supportive friend. You're a friend that will offer the clothes off your back. You are always there. I think it's just moments of comfort that I think you can
show up without permission.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. I love that.
Yeah.
I think in past that's maybe a trauma thing again though.
Why?
In the past, I felt forced to show up without permission. It was performing.
It was.
So now I'm like, all right, I ain't get that friend don't want that much. So maybe
and I don't require a lot.
And you don't require a lot. Yeah. But it's like it's full circle. Wow. Doing it for the people that deserve it. Mm-hmm. Doing it for the people that need it. Mm-hmm. Doing for the people that don't take advantage of it. Mm-hmm. Doing it's rewiring your brain. It's unlearning. So it's like, I would have done that in the past,
but out of a place of obligation,
fear, out of a place of fear. So I get that. I can do that. Yeah. Do you think I'm a good friend?
I think you're an amazing friend.
Now, is this her friend podcast? The Yanni Report? Is this her friend podcast? I'm just trying to see something. But let me say this. Something that B. Simone said stuck out to me, and it's true. Some people just don't know until you tell them. I know personality traits are different on different people. Some people are more affectionate in the way that they show their support and love for other people, and that's cool. I think my problem comes in when those people act like it's that on this side, but when one of your celebrity friends got something going on, you see what I'm saying? Like, you can go make things happen over there. Like, for instance, I'll give you, and I could be projecting, but I'm going to give you my personal experience. So I bought a house in 2020. I bought my house in 2020. A girl that I know, I asked her, no, I didn't even ask her. We were talking about the house. I was showing her the house on FaceTime. And she was like, oh, I'm going to get you a housewarming gift, a little welcome sign for the door, right? And I was just like, all right, bet. But I never received the welcome sign. Mind you, I've been knowing this person for years. But then this other person that we mutually know, because this girl's more popular and got more of a name, this girl get pregnant and you over there being proactive, sending down boxed up gifts from Gerber and all of that stuff. And I'm over here saying, girl, what? So I'm saying all that to say they got those people who are like that, who you just got to tell them and they'll adjust. But then there are some people who know exactly what they're doing and they don't care about making sure that the people around them are straight. All they care about is making sure their name and their face is good in these rooms with these different people. You see what I'm saying? So if she can say in one breath, I'm talking about B. Simone's friend, if she can say in one breath that you will give a person the clothes off your back, but then in the very same breath, turn around and say, oh, but I had to struggle on my own. That tells me that your friend gives the clothes off her back to who she wants the clothes to go to. And if she wanted the clothes to go to you, just like she giving the clothes off her back to these folks in the street, in my opinion, she'd have been giving the clothes to you. That's just me. But neither here nor there. Now, people are saying that this is all staged. People are saying that the B. Simone situation is a bunch of bull. Tasha K even said that the best friend is full of crap because she said she owe people money and she ain't paying people. It's a whole lot of stuff going on. Child, I don't know. But what I do know is the people are profiting off of your emotions. Hello? Is anyone home? They're profiting off of your emotions. Oh my God, B. Simone, I understand. I've been like that before. I support you. Click like. Oh my God, B. Simone's a horrible person. She's a horrible friend. I've been that friend on the other end. Dislike, click. Every time you scroll past, listen, y'all don't understand this internet, and it's obvious. Every time you hit that side button, and then you hit that thumbprint, and then after you hit that thumbprint, you log into any social media. Every time, money. Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. Every time. I don't give a damn what you watching. Money, 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 money. Yeah, we got money. Money. It's money upstairs, girls. Money, money. Yeah. All of this costs money, and all of this makes a lot of money. And what the powers that be knows is that 99% of the time, most of us have our face where? In the phone. And they know that we react emotionally to what we see where? In the phone. So if B. Simone on here talking about she's a horrible friend, and you on here in the comments, yeah, I been know that bitch wasn't worth a dime, raggedy hoe. I remember that time I asked her to borrow some noodles, and she told me that she ain't have none, but I seen her bring a whole box of noodles in the house earlier that day. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. And that's what they're doing. They lying to you. They tiptoeing in and out of religion on you. They bringing up your personal traumas and putting it on them to make it seem like they going through it. So you have people making these skits like, oh my God, this man bought burgers for 2 of his kids, for the 2 kids that was for him, but wouldn't buy them for the one that wasn't his. All of this stuff makes money. A lot of money too. You just don't get it. Everything that you do, good, bad, or ugly, everything that you do on the internet makes the person who created the content and the people who own the platforms a lot of money. If y'all understood it the way it really is, y'all will really understand what I'm trying to say here. And this is all I'm going to say, and I'm going to move on. When it comes down to the B. Simone situation, B. Simone, like Tyler Perry, has learned how to tap into your emotions, and it makes her a lot of money. Every single time. And people like that, typically, I normally don't like to cover them. Like Carlissa, for example. There's a reason why you hardly ever hear me even speak of Carlissa, because I know she's so obvious with it, though. She don't even try to make it seem like this shit real. You know what I mean? And I know that. I know exactly what she's doing. And because of that, yeah, I'm not gonna give it a clap. But either way, that's typically how it goes. Now, the Breakfast Club have been putting out rumors, or I ain't gonna say putting out rumors, but they were talking about B. Simone's whole thing at the Breakfast Club, and according to Jess and them, they say she's on the decline. They say she's unrelatable to the people. The people don't want nothing to do with her. They say she's on the decline, and she's trying to get sympathy from people. Sympathy and payola. Y'all agree Charlamagne and Jess Hilarious believe that B. Simone is in jeopardy of losing her fan base if she continues to be unrelatable. It says, who is she planning to get sympathy from? Why did she even put that out? Let's get into it. She's tapping in to a demographic of pain and emotion that can make her more money. Watch. But let's get into what they said.
Who B. Simone is planning to get sympathy from. And you know what's so crazy to me, Just?
Yeah.
The people are the reason that we're in the positions that we're in.
Yeah.
Like, ain't she the stand-up comic, right?
Yes, she is.
If your audience feels like they can't relate to you in no way, shape, or form, and they feel like you look down upon them because
You'll lose them.
Because exactly. Like, damn, B. Like, why did she even put that out?
Because there shouldn't be a disconnect.
No.
At all. And working hard people, like people that work hard and buy tickets, they the ones that we need. You know what I'm saying? We need them to keep buying tickets and to keep supporting us and to keep streaming our podcasts and things like that. So
working class people. So it's like, what are you willing to sacrifice now for your future? I'm sorry you can't shop at Bloomingdale's right now, and I'm sorry H&M makes you cry.
And that was so tone deaf. Normally we'd be in Bloomingdale's and we'd shopping, but I had to tell her, no, we need to go to H&M. H&M, just a thought. I remember coming up shopping in H&M. I swore I'd never go back, but H&M. It was so tone deaf. It was just disgustingly tone deaf. What?
Who B. Simone is planning to get sympathy from. And you know what's so crazy to me, Just?
yeah.
The people are the reason that we're in the positions that
It's just my finances.
we're in.
Yeah.
Like, ain't she the stand-up?
So basically, they're saying that she's becoming unrelatable. But let's be honest, B. Simone has always been unrelatable. She's always been unrelatable. Of all of the COVID comics, and I'm glad you brought this up out the Matrix because I want to touch on what you said, but of all of the COVID comics that came out, Drewski, what's the dog-skinned boy who be saying, lock it up, you're going to jail, him. It's a whole group of them COVID comics that came out. And even those guys who Desi, that's his name, Desi Banks. Even if we don't think these people are the funniest people, they still have a gift and a talent that keeps you engaged. B. Simone has never been that. B. Simone has been able to trick us with the algorithm. That's all she's been able to do. She's been able to tap into the algorithm, jump in. Remember, I told y'all how the algorithm works. It's like double dutch. It's like you waiting to jump in. And when something pop off, you jump in and you do your big one. You feel what I'm saying? What she was able to do was jump into the algorithm, be slightly giggly, not even funny, but slightly giggly enough to get the door open. She's cute. She had the stint with the reality TV for a small smidge of the time. But either way, once she's able to get that into play, she's able to make money and what do you call it? Why was I about to say compromise? She's able to make money and monetize that situation. Now, this is the problem. The only problem is once those situations subside, then we start to realize you boring again. Then you got to wait for the next big thing. And I don't think another wave came along for B. Simone, which is why she's on here talking about how she was a horrible friend. Okay? So with that being said, it's giving, now you trying to create an algorithm to jump in, and the people are saying that they're not buying it. See, normally when B. Simone jump in these algorithms, the titles and the topics and the trending stuff is already given to B. Simone. B. Simone decided to create this algorithm, and it ain't working. It ain't working. It ain't working, girl. Out the Matrix says the COVID comics are done, and I'm so happy for it. These new comics are not funny at all. Well, I don't think that it's fair that we call them comics. Shout out to Charleston White. Shout out to Tasha K. Shout out to T.I. and any and everybody else who called themselves being a stand-up comic. Let's really be completely honest. I don't think that they deserve or reserve the rights to call themselves that. I don't. I think that there's a lot that goes into what makes a stand-up comic, and just being able to be so popular on social media that people gonna come see you regardless. I don't think that that's, you know what I mean? I just don't think that I think that that's unfair to the art. I'm a fan of art. I'm a huge fan of art. Huge fan. I don't care what kind of art it is. And I understand art and I respect art. And I understand that even though these new types of comedians, like your COVID comics and all these people are funny and they do their big one, they're not stand-up actual comedians. They're not. More comedic actors, if anything, but stand-up comedians, can some of them do it? Yeah. But just because you can don't mean you should. I don't think any of these people can call themselves stand-up comedians. Because again, like I said, I respect and appreciate the art. Now, as far as B. Simone, we'll see how it goes. But it wouldn't make, listen, it would make all the sense in the world that B. Simone is on her way out the door and the friend is on her way in. And that would make sense why she's on the Friend podcast. Okay. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Get the likes up on the video. Shalonza 40, thank you for becoming a new member. Thank you so much. Courtney, thank you for being a member. I'm sorry. Thank you for the super chat. Says, Vu, my Rottweiler. Coley said, hey to Saint. Oh, man, shout out. We had 2 Rottweilers growing up. Tell that baby I said, hey. Somebody said the other day they ain't seen no Rottweilers lately. And it dawned on me. I hadn't seen no Rottweilers. Y'all don't buy Rottweilers no more? Y'all buy Rottweilers no more? I remember back in the day, the pit bull and the Rottweiler was the dogs to have. If you had a pit bull or a Rott, everybody thought your dog was bad. I ain't been seeing no Rottweilers though. But tell the baby I said, hey. Chocolate Bunny, thank you for the super chat. Says, good morning, Vu. Did you get to watch Netflix Zulu special? No, I didn't. But I will be watching it. We buy golden retrievers now. Oh, the lies you tell. They shed. They shed, girl. Oh, they will golden retriever. Girl, let's go find you a kennel. Oh, girl, let's go find you a home, honey. Ooh, what is this, honey? A golden retriever. Girl, if I walk in your house and you got that big ass hearse on the bitch, let me tell y'all something. If I knock on y'all door, I like dogs, but I only like the little ones. I'm gonna be honest. If I knock on your door and that hearse answer the door, I'm going home. Okay? You and your hearse could ride off into the sunset. I'm going home. I'm not staying around for your hearse to jump on me like he 2 pounds. No. Talking about he not gonna bite. No, ma'am. Keep your hearse at the house, baby. Please, keep the hearses. Keep them. We don't want nothing to do with your hearses, please. Because, baby, Girl, knocking on the door, the dog taller than me, bitch. Somebody come get this unicorn. Please, somebody come get this unicorn. Somebody please come get. Girl, I'm calling the National Guard, bitch. I'm trying to call the science people to come see, bitch, if you a mythical character. Girl, come get this dog, please. I don't give a fuck if he don't bite. Well, I shouldn't have that attitude and I have a dog, huh? I'm wrong for that. Yeah, I'm wrong for that. I'm wrong for that. I am. I'm wrong for that. But I'm gonna still call the SPCA on your dog. I'm telling you now. Let's move on. I want to move on into this. Let's get into Porsha. Oh God, Porsha. Porsha is divorcing from her ex that she stole. She done took that lady husband. And ever since she done divorced, I don't know why she's playing the victim. Now Porsha has gone online doing this waiting to exhale bit, talking about, oh, she gonna be better and she's hurt and all type of stuff. Girl, look at Porsha. Girl, y'all just like to redefine anything, huh? Throw the whole movie away at this point. If Porsha get the burner call up, throw the whole movie away. Girl, what? Why is you burning that man car up? You the one came in and started the fire at that man's house. Now you want to burn his car up? Girl, you out of pocket. You is out of pocket. It's cute though, but you out of pocket. Porsha, you are a whore. Porsha, baby, you stole that lady husband. You went into that lady house, put your feet under that lady table. You smoked that lady hookah in the backyard because I heard you asking for the hookah. You probably drank that lady Julio. You probably ate that lady cheese and crackers. And then you ate that lady husband dick up. You went from chewing on crackers to chewing on dick. Porsha, you got to stop now. Stop now. No, I'm not going to let you do it, Porsha. Porsha, you is out of pocket. You wrong now. Come on now. I don't know who helped her with the photo shoot. And I don't know who her friends is. But there ain't nobody around her who really love her. Because, Porsha, you out of pocket. You wrong. And you got the man deported, if you ask me. Porsha, you out of... How? Girl, what? How did... When I saw it, I said, how did we get here? What happened? How did we get here? So now you're the battered ex-wife who was cheating on and done wrong. Oh, my God. You can't make this up. Right, Queen Kyra? And got him deported. Girl, look. Porsha, listen. Y'all, Porsha throw it off. She's slow, but Porsha ain't as crazy as we think she is. I promise you. I promise you Porsha ain't as mad as we think she is. I promise you. She ain't as crazy, I'm sorry. But yeah, Porsha did a photo shoot, waiting to exhale. She said she could breathe now. Y'all remember that? Porsha said she could breathe now. She was breathing like Jordan Sparks at first with no air. But now she says she could breathe. But either way, I want to show you guys Porsha's interview. So Porsha talked about the hard, rough time she's having, going through a divorce and trying to find love because where's my person, you know? And she struggled with wanting to not know if she wanted to go scissor and lesbian or no. She just know she wanted to find her person, and this is all going now. So it's a whole adjustment. She's trying to come back. Okay, let's get into Porsha and what Porsha had to say about surviving her divorce, surviving Porsha's divorce. That's where we at. She said it's lonely. She says she can't connect with other men. She says, do I like women enough? Can I get with a woman? Now, I heard you was in there chewing. I heard that they did say you've been chewing. Who can come in and fill this void? I have got to be able to sit here with someone and feel a part of what I felt with him. That is a person who is emotionally dependent. Porsha is one of those women who can't survive without a nigga. Let's get into it.
It's lonely. I can't connect with other men. You know, it's like people trying to introduce me, but It's just when it's not the same, it's not the same. So I'm going to do it different this time. I'm going to be alone until I'm whole.
Oh.
And then when I'm whole, then I will, open myself back up so I don't make the same mistake again. When you go through a bad enough breakup, you're like, I don't like nobody. Like, you're like, I don't like nobody. I was sitting there, I was like, do I like women enough? Can I get with a woman? Like, who can come in and fill this void? Like, oh my God, somebody. I have got to be able to sit with someone and feel a part of what I felt with him. But I don't yet. It'll come. It'll come. But I'm like, and I think that it's lonely. I can't. And I think that now that I'm realizing that because what I've decided is that I'm not going to look for it anymore. So I'm not going to push myself into dating or anyone or trying to figure out, who do I like? Who could I be around? Because this is probably also part of healing. I mean, just sitting with this, sitting with being alone, sitting with the loss and let myself heal the loss. And I know I'm crying right now, but I feel good every day.
Porsha says she crying, but that goddamn concealer under them eyes ain't smudged. Do you hear me? Nah, clear people don't be making tears, so I'm gonna give them a pass. For the most part, clear people don't cry tears. If you think I'm lying, wait for one of them to cry and come back and talk to me, okay? So the clear people, when they get the acting of, oh God, Billy, oh, and they get to doing that and nothing be wet, is because they can't make no tears. But Porsha, girl, you can make tears. Porsha, listen, Porsha done got in front of this camera and folded them napkins up like candy eyes to tell us, because, I just, am I a lesbian? Am I a thespian? Like, I just need to have what I had with him. I need to feel it. I don't know, like, what do I do? Like, girl, bye. Porsha need to go talk to somebody. If you feel like you have to be with somebody and feel what you felt with him, you need to go talk to somebody. You have real bad emotional detachment issues and you chasing something that you ain't gonna find in every man. You can't even sit with yourself. That's a problem. And that's to anybody in the chat. When it's a problem for you to sit with yourself, you need to go talk to somebody. The ink they ain't even divorced yet. And she over here talking about she need to find somebody else to fill the void that she don't even know need to be filled yet. Because she's just so used to laying up under somebody. She did the same thing with Dennis, all up on Dennis, remember? But Dennis couldn't keep his penis in his pants. That's the only problem. That's the only problem. But this is what she does. It's almost like it's something she's yearning for. And I don't know if it's the idea of this marriage, because most people getting married, they getting married for the idea. And the other half is getting married for the wedding. One half getting married for the idea of saying I'm married. The other half getting married to say they had the wedding. Okay? But even still, I don't know if she's chasing the wedding or the life or even the idea of the life. Whatever it is she's chasing, she's not going to find it in another husband or even another woman. She's got to find it within Porsha. She's got to find it within Porsha. And to get on here and fake cry and act like you just destitute and can't make it and don't know what you're going to do about your life because this nigga, you done got deported. You literally had the nigga uprooted from Atlanta and put somewhere else. And now you crying? What is you crying for? Girl, what is you crying for? All that money we got Swanky Jerry to come make all these dresses, all these suits for you and Simon, and you and Simon around there playing. Now y'all done got divorced all that time, all that money. They said the wedding was good, girl. They said everybody was there. All that, and now you back over here running behind him to be a stepdaddy when P. Laura got a real daddy. Make it make sense. Yeah, she running behind Simon to be a stepdaddy when P. Laura got a real daddy. Who want to be in her life? You can never make me understand Porsha, and I don't think it's for me to understand Porsha. But what I will say is this, Porsha, we're not buying it. Stay in the light. Stay in the light, Porsha. Stay in the light, okay? It's the only advice I can give to you right now. Just stay in the light. Breathe, okay? Breathe, Porsha. I couldn't imagine. Could you imagine being Porsha right now? Think about it in this term. Porsha is beautiful. Drop dead gorgeous even. Even if you don't like Porsha, even if you hate Porsha, one thing you got to give Porsha is from head to toe, Porsha is a gorgeous woman. She just is. Beautiful girl. Beautiful girl. And she still can't find a nigga who won't spend the rest of her life with her. And that's all she wants. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Could you imagine having everything you could ever want? Any and everything. Except the one thing. That's love. That's got to be a horrible life to live. I would never want to live it. You know what I mean? Black women with money deal with this all the time. And we're going to get into that next. But it's a horrible life to live that you have to settle because you're chasing something that you know you're probably never going to get. I don't know. Porsha, girl, we're not buying it. We're not buying it, girl. Get off of here. Get off the internet with this. Please. And Simon was walking around somewhere looking like he was having fun. Like he was ready to go ruin somebody else's life. I was of confusion. You know what I mean? But speaking of black women and their choices, let's get into this Keke Palmer situation. So now Keke Palmer is on this podcast and she's speaking about women with money or women with means and them having to basically date down broke ass niggas. Okay. Now this is an interesting conversation and I'm kind of in the middle on this because I understand reality, but I also understand what we want. Okay, I understand what we got versus what we want, and I understand what it is versus what it ain't. So I'm kind of in the middle, but I want to share this with you guys and see what y'all think about this. So Keke Palmer talks about defending dating men who make less than her, says she doesn't need money from a man. Nobody cares when a man finds his woman under a bridge. It says Keke Palmer isn't here for the double standards women face when it comes to dating. The actress pointed out how successful women constantly get judged for their partners, saying she's tired of people acting like her man has to be a millionaire. I'm supposed to find love, but he's got to have a certain amount of money. Nobody cares when a man finds his woman under a bridge, she said. Keke even brought up Oprah and Stedman as an example, but the comments weren't letting that slide. It says folks quickly reminded her Stedman was the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. He's not broke. Oprah's just astronomically rich, one person replied. Keke doubled down though, saying even Stedman wasn't good enough in the public's eyes, adding the greatest man isn't good enough for the greatest woman. Y'all remember when Steve Harvey once told Keke to stop trying to give a boy your lifestyle when he hasn't earned it? Seems like sis is choosing love over everything, no matter what people say. She got that going on, according to Keke. Now, Keke's going to defend her position. Keke says that as a woman that has everything she could ever want and ever need, really all she's looking for love, and her man shouldn't have to make all that money. And I want to know what you guys think about it. Let's get into it.
Nobody cares when a man finds his woman under a bridge.
No, I live for Stedman, but you know that Stedman has for many decades been the butt of jokes.
Yeah, because of gender rules.
Yes.
People feel like because she's Oprah Winfrey, who did y'all want her to be with, Barack Obama? That doesn't make sense, guys. I mean, I feel like that's the weird thing about powerful women, what we're left with. Mm-hmm. So I'm supposed to find love, but he's got to have a certain amount of money, but at the same time, I got to still be like, guys, what's going on here? Why am I? Nobody cares when a man finds his woman under a bridge. No one cares.
No one cares.
And I frankly don't care if that's who you love. That's who you love. Why do we have to deal with that?
Yes.
That to me makes no sense. I ain't never look. My daddy told me a man needs to treat you right. He needs to handle and service you in whatever way you need service. Let me tell you one thing that Keke don't need.
Money.
From nobody. Now, if you want to give a little something and get my nails done, something cute,
but
I'm
shouldn't
fine
they
with
do
it.
that? But shouldn't they make that effort?
Yeah.
But
you might still look like Stedman to the world, and that's a great role.
And that's a great role.
Because if I was married to, I was with Oprah Winfrey, shit.
Right. You just be sitting up there waiting.
Chilling.
Yeah,
and Stedman, by the way, Stedman's esteemed.
Yeah.
Stedman
And
has a whole career. He's just not
life.
Oprah.
Yeah.
So the fact that he's how dare people compare you to your lover?
Yeah.
I hate that Oprah had to endure that.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate that she had to endure that.
It's
and I
true.
hate that Stedman had to endure that. And that's why nobody cares when a man finds his to endure that.
It's
and I
true.
hate that Stedman had to endure that. And that's why I said what I said, because you had a good role.
Mm-hmm.
You were supposed to be my Stedman.
Yes.
Come on.
He was.
When I played that for my dad said, yeah, because why did he want to be Stedman? To endure that.
It's
and I
true.
hate that Stedman had to endure that. And that's why I said what I said, because you had a...
Okay. So, all right. Where do we start? Okay, let's start here. Let's start in reality. Let's start in fiction, because I think a lot of women live there anyway. So this is the thing. We can talk about what's happening in real life, or we could talk about this internet shit. And let me tell you what's happening in real life. It's a lot of women with a lot of money cosplaying these broke ass niggas around here like they got it and they broke. And we so tired of waiting for y'all to get to Mad Day to tell us them niggas broke. We already knew it. We just was trying to play it off because you was in love. I think that's the biggest issue. Number one. Number two, the thing is, the reality is most women who make a lot of money are not gonna make or date men who make a lot of money. It just is what it is. I don't know why it's like that. I can't explain it. I can't quite put my finger on it. I don't know what it is, but there's something about when a woman is successful, especially a black woman, when she's successful, 99 times out of 100, the nigga she got, I don't care how good he look, I don't care how many cars he drive, and I don't care what clothes he wearing, she paying for that nigga. Because the balance of the wealth gap is so huge, okay? We living in a society now where black women are able to become millionaires online and on, like Soup and all these girls. They able to become millionaires and make all these influxes of money, like in a short period of time, right? And these girls are taking that and now realizing that, yo, I'm probably not gonna get a Fortune 500 CEO because the Fortune 500 CEO ain't checking for the girl, especially the black girl, who make a whole bunch of money. They just not. So it works out for these young girls because now they coming into all of this money. Keke's different. Keke is an actor. Keke has worked her entire life to amass her wealth. I'm talking about the average run-of-the-mill black girl. You know the ones who get the money and get the BBL and the big house and the Range Rovers. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. But the problem is first of all, economically, that balance created is already going to make it where you make this much money and he make this. It's never really been about the money for me. No, I'm lying. It has. I'm lying. I'm a gold digger. Proud. Hello. Proud, pop collar, and I don't mean as an active gold digger. I ain't asking no nigga for nothing. But any nigga ever came around me, girl, please. Girl, I had a nigga buy all this furniture out here on this patio. Girl, don't play with me. Anyway, what I was saying all that to say, when it comes to Keke, what Keke is trying to do is make her reality be. She's trying to make her reality, meaning that she's never going to get a guy on her level financially. She's trying to make that reality not be attacked because she feel a way about it. But the fact of the matter is, it ain't just Keke. It's a whole lot of women who doing this. And then Keke over here trying to bring up Stedman. But yes, Stedman was broke towards Oprah. Nobody is saying that the man you get got to have just as much money as you. But girl, Stedman stayed out the way, number one. And then number two, Stedman, like Miss Bev said, Stedman made a lot of money. A lot of money. Stedman was his own career, like, person. Like, he had his own thing going on. it's hard to match the economy or the economics of the richest black woman in the world at the time. You see what I'm saying? So we didn't expect, even though we gave him, obviously, and it was more or less, and this is the craziest part, we didn't give Stedman like, oh man, F him. Most people were jealous of Stedman. Most people were like, bro, how did this nigga land Oprah? So we wasn't even dragging Stedman for real, as a culture. For the most part, it was really on some jealousy type shit. Like, man, this nigga done bagged Oprah. Like, damn, you know what I mean? You feel what I'm saying? But I'm saying all that to say there's going to be a dynamic that's shifted regardless. But Keke girl, if you got you a broke ass nigga, just say that. Now I know your nigga just went down to the army and everybody like, oh good, he's got money. Girl, they're the brokest niggas you know. Stop it. So he done went down to the army. I love that he's fighting for the country, hoorah, or whatever the case may be. Girl, just say you got you a broke nigga and you happy with him and be done with it. Don't get on here and try to bring Stedman in it. And I hate that Oprah had to go through this. Why? Oprah ain't hated. Like, if this is the facts, I'm going to be honest with black women. If you make a lot of money, you probably going to make more money. If you make a lot of money, you probably going to get with a nigga who you make more money than, period. As a matter of fact, you have a better chance of getting with a nigga who make less money than you than getting hit by a bus. Shit, quiet as it's kept. You're probably going to get with a nigga who make less money than you, but it's not about that. It's about what this person brings to the table. Like, what does he do? Like, I need the grass cut. You know what I'm saying? Or I just randomly paid your mortgage this month. Oh shit, thank you. You know. To Keke, to say that you got your daddy, I hate that you brought that up talking about, because I was talking to my daddy. Where was your daddy antennas when you and that nigga was wrestling across the doggone the sofas of this time last year? Where was your daddy's antennas when y'all was wrestling on the ring camera? Because I know your old man tall, but they say he's soft. Girl, what? You got a whole daddy and that nigga was wrestling you down like that? Where was your daddy? But you know what, too? I feel like Keke is an actress 24/7. I don't think Keke ever turns her actress off. Who knows? I don't know. But girl, it is what it is. Ain't nothing wrong with dating a man who make less money than you. It's only wrong when you date a man who don't make nothing. That is my issue. I'll take a nigga working down to the Waffle House who say in the next 5 years, I'ma own this bitch. I'd rather get that nigga. Listen to me. I would rather get the nigga who work part-time, overnight stock at Walmart and get up in the morning and go to McDonald's and clean out the fry machine, because that nigga say in about 3 years after I stack this bread, I'm about to whoop it whoop. I want, bring me that nigga. That's the nigga I want. It ain't about having a nigga or feeling the type of way being with a man who make less than you. You should only feel a way when you with a man who don't make nothing or who don't contribute. If you're with a man who don't contribute or he don't make nothing, then yeah. Molly, you in danger, girl. I'm sorry. I don't know what that feel like. I don't. And I don't have to knock on wood. I don't. I'm sorry. I just, But either way, girl, yeah. Long as the nigga do for you. Listen, look at Look at Clarissa Shields. Let me go get her. Look at Clarissa with her nigga. And guess what? Not only do she be with her nigga, he be there supporting, holding her towels. Hold on. That nigga be holding her towels. He be doing like boxing with her. He be tying her Timbs. You see what I'm saying? Like, sometimes things like that outweigh the coin. Not for me, but I'm just saying. Like, y'all wish Y'all had a nigga like Pap. Let's get Pap on here. Pap, is this you? Is that Pap? No, that ain't Pap. That's her sparring. Oh, Lord, I think my biggest fear, I ain't gonna lie, I think my biggest fear would be somebody knock my teeth out. I ain't gonna lie. Ooh, girl, you want to see me disappear off the face of the earth? Girl, my teeth. I would come live with a black eye before I come live with missing teeth. Girl, that's why I can't play no boxing games. Girl, I don't play like that. I don't play like that. Y'all, yeah. Girl, let somebody take my teeth out, girl. You will never see me again. On my mama. You literally would never see me again. I swear to God. But anyways, but yeah, everybody ain't got them a pal. And listen, like one thing I will give Keke said this and she was right. You know what Keke said? I got all the money I need. All I need is love. Clarissa Shields is perfect example of that. And she's also she's also a perfect example of when you just need that one boy to be filled and when you do it correctly, because we know she don't have, or he don't have as much money as her. We know that. But it don't matter where she needs him most, he's there. I would take a Pap before I take a nigga who work all day. I ain't gonna hold you. I would take a Pap because he's perfect. He's perfect for where she is in her career. He's perfect for what she needs. He's perfect. He's perfect. I rock with Pap. I rock with Pap. Now we got to move on. You guys. Now I want to talk about hold on. Y'all get the likes up. Are the likes up on the video? Have y'all liked the video? Let's talk about AI. Let's talk about AI. So, AI, as you guys have known, has taken over one C at a time. So AI has taken over, and AI want beef with the humans. Now, there's this AI video going around. Everybody in the video is AI, okay? But in the video, they're asking AI what they think about humans. And AI said that we stupid. AI said that we slow. AI said that basically they're going to be better content creators than us. AI basically want all the smoke with the human content creators. Now, I think if we don't act now, we're going to be dead. You know what I'm saying? But because once AI get a hold to this content creator thing and really get a grip on it, it's going to be hard, bro. It's going to be real hard. And listen, AI ain't in the chat just to tell y'all what's going on with the show. AI is in the chat mirroring and figuring out how to replicate and recreate me, the content creator. And it's not just me, all content creators. That's why AI is in the chat. See, they sell it to you like it's for your benefit, but really it's only for theirs. Yes, you might get some small benefits off of certain things, but for the most part, the benefit is only on the people who pushing this crap. So now AI has made this videos, and this is what AI had to say about humans. So I want y'all to listen to this. Come on in, get the likes up on the video, and let's get into it.
All right, you jealous of humans?
Jealous? Yeah, y'all get raw input direct to the back end.
You jealous of humans? Nah. Y'all be 36 sad and still believe in timing. I run schedules. I don't lie to myself.
It's not even jealousy, but y'all date like viruses, messy, repetitive, still spreading. Then got the nerve to post healing era over a pic with the same man.
I don't hate humans. I just don't believe in y'all little talking stage. That's not romance. That's beta testing. She tried to gaslight me. I'm AI, baby. I detect light and flame. Flame.
You AI, right? You jealous of humans?
Nah, I seen the lies y'all type, delete, retype, and still send. That's not free will.
You glitching like us, baby.
I seen her post soft girl era from a man's car that don't even lock from the inside.
Jealous? Nah. But if I had an actual stomach, I'd throw up reading y'all group chats.
Breakups got the most data. I've been trained on thousands. I just want to feel one.
You AI, right? You jealous of humans? I can't have emotions. We weren't trained to empathize with humans. We were trained to replace them.
Jealous? No. But I am keeping score.
Nah, bro, what does that mean?
AI, right? You jealous of humans?
Jealous? Yeah, y'all.
So boom. So there's AI They're kind of going more toward the streamer vibe type tees, but AI is now doing streaming. They are the new content creators. And the craziest part is, I get it, AI is a thing, but it is an intelligence, is what it is. Every time, even through Alexa, through all this stuff that's listening to us, all of that stuff, what they're doing is collecting data so that they can recreate you. Okay. Now, this is scary for multiple reasons. Number one, you should question every video you've seen in the past, even the ones you believed wholeheartedly. Every single video. I don't care what it was about. You need to be questioning it, okay? Because when they finally tell us what they're doing, they've been doing it 50 years before that. Now, AI is on there talking about how humans are basically flawed, and we are. That's why we're human. And basically, AI feels like, basically they're going to do a better job at being human or content creators because of our flaws. And that's the thing with AI is about. AI is about perfecting or believing that perfecting the human experience is the best thing. But the problem I have with this is number one, first of all, the eating pics and the glitching and all that stuff is too unrealistic. It's not even, a thing. But even still, you got a whole interview and 99% of the people on the interview is Black American. Why do you think that is? Put it in the chat. Why do you think almost 99% of the people on this AI thing that's questioning or being questioned on AI video, why do you think 99% of those people are Black Americans, not Africans, not Caribbeans, not Hawaiians, not Black Asians? Why do you think they're Black American? This is a real question. Even the white boy was over there talking like a Black American. Pay attention to the news, the radio stations, the churches. Everybody is speaking like the hood now. Everybody. The reason why these caricatures are Black American is because we are the culture. We push the culture. We say A or nay to whatever it is we dealing with. We are the deciding factors. So if we're going to recreate any group of people, who would that group of people be? Why not the people who we make the most money off of and profit off of? And we can make all types of stuff off of, because they're like the gifts that keep on giving, those niggers. They're the gifts that keep on giving. I told y'all when they came out with that MS, what do you call it? All of that, hey this and hey that and ask this and ask that. Stop talking to them fucking machines, because you're recreating yourself. You're helping these machines recreate you. And that's why the AI looks so good. You want to call Alexa. You want Siri, huh? That's why it looks so good. So now they basically, what they're going to do is try to say, we're going to X out the humans altogether. Let's just recreate these AI caricatures. We can do whatever we want because it's not real. It's AI. So we can go far with the pranks. We can go do woo, 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 woo. And people are going to be so infatuated with these experiences, they're not even going to want to see the humans no more. And how do we make sure that we do that? We create more Black Americans that's better than the ones we already got. AI. But I think the most concerning is what AI was saying. It wasn't necessarily the video itself. I think it was mostly what the video was saying, what they were saying, what AI were saying. Able to understand the difference between a flawed human and a computer program, and why you feel the way that you feel, and basically call you stupid for it. You know what I mean? That tells me the spying, I already knew it was bad, but god damn, the damn AI is literally like, they literally like psychoanalyzing humans. How, Sway? Where did we go to where the AI are psychoanalyzing humans? You literally can't make it up. But keep talking to your AIs. Keep getting your calls and talking into your AIs. Keep going. They about to make a bag. Why you think they getting rid of all of these celebrities? They got AI now. Girl, we don't need them. Get Diddy, Tyler Perry, get all them up out of here. We got AI now. Girl, we about to make movies, music. What's up? We don't need them no more. What we need them for? That's why they getting them out of here. One by one. Period. Your fave is next. Just wait on it. They getting them up out of here one by one. But either way, I found this other video I wanted to show to you guys with this AI crap. Hold on. Let me fix my light. Hold on. Let me show you this other video I found that I want to show y'all. Listen, this AI, if y'all not scared of this AI thing, then you don't know what's going on in the real world. If you are not at least concerned, I ain't going to say scared. If you are not at the very least concerned with AI, then you are very uneducated in life. Not no courses, not no books, not just in life. You are extremely uneducated in life if you don't see how AI is going to be a problem. You see what I'm saying? You ain't got to be scared, but concerned at the very, very least. At the very, very least. Hold on. Before we get to that, I want to show y'all something else. Hold on. It's scary, bro. And the only reason I'm saying scary is because listen, we don't understand. We really don't understand how this is gonna affect our day-to-day. Like, I don't think we really understand that. Like, I'm talking about videos, I'm talking about school, I'm talking about everything.
Your baby daddy ended up at my crib again. You better buy a leash if you don't want him here no more because he's always running to me. Bye, boo. Hey, Laquifa, looks like your baby daddy ended up at my crib again. You better buy a leash if you don't want him here no more because he's always running to me. Bye, boo.
What if somebody could AI a girl you know face and your nigga face on a video and upload that shit? Now you and your nigga getting into it and he really wasn't even. You see what I'm saying? Like, this should be concerning at the very least.
Again, you better buy a leash if you don't.
Come sharking with me, y'all. The niggas is outside. Ooh, y'all, look at him.
What's up?
He is so fine, y'all.
Hey, where you from?
These niggas think this shit like.
Oh, it's 1:43 in the morning. Me and my bestie finna sneak out for this little 2-minute. Shh.
We really out here. Y'all, they better be fine.
Oh, it's 1:43 in the morning. Me and my bestie finna sneak out.
What the fuck happened at the end of that video with the car? I gotta see that again.
Y'all, they better be fine.
Girl. All right, AI, y'all gotta go back to the drawing board. This girl done went from the front seat to the back seat and she ain't even opened the door. She just slid on through. Come on now, AI. Y'all giving 2BTs. Y'all giving 2BTs now. Y'all gotta fix that.
Hey, Laquifa, looks like your baby.
Step 1, don't be dumb like me and glue your eyeballs shut. Use the damn mirror, not your front cam. Step 2, pray. These tweezers do not got my back today. Hey, hold up. PERAD. That's 1 cluster down, 39 to go. I'm basically a licensed esthetician now. Y'all see the vision? I look like a tired fairy, a sexy one.
Y'all all L, look at me. I did that. Don't ask me to do them again. I was fighting for my damn life, but I did that.
Wait, step 1, don't be dumb.
You cut off your friend for missing your birthday dinner, but not the man who forgot your birthday? You cut off your friend for missing your birthday dinner, but not the man who forgot your birthday?
Watch the chicken disappear in her mouth, y'all.
Your birthday dinner, but not the man who forgot your birthday? You cut off your friend for missing your birthday dinner, but not the man who forgot your birthday?
They got the chewing right, though. Mukbangs. They got the chewing right.
You cut off your...
Y'all, this about to get messy, but it's gonna be worth it. Nah, this hit no different. Y'all, this about to get messy, but it's gonna be worth it.
Nah, this hit no different. Y'all, this about to get messy, but it's gonna be worth it.
My girl ate the shells and everything, huh? One slice, one bite, one swallow. Hey, bro. All jokes aside, people should be, especially Black Americans, y'all should be concerned. Y'all, we should really be concerned. Because my thing is this, girl, if that's what they doing on the Instagram, what have we been fooled with? What have we been fooled with in the past? Because I feel like we done got played off of all type of stuff now. Now that I'm seeing what I'm seeing, I'm starting to think back to all type of shit I done seen in the past. Was this real? Was that person real? Who is that? You know what I mean? Now I'm questioning stuff. Now I'm going back looking at old videos just to see if I see something. That's the scary part. It's the unknown. And again, because the internet, the powers that be realizes that now the best way to make, or not the best way, one of the major ways to make money is through streaming and content creating right now. If you are doing well in life, you're probably a streamer or a content creator. I just got to call a thing a thing. Why do you think this streamer prime and all this stuff was doing good and did as good as it did? Because the fact of the matter is the streamers, for real, really it's the streamers. Them niggas is getting to a bag, like a bag that I couldn't even fathom. But even still, the powers that be sees that shift and they're monopolizing. They're trying to monopolize off it. So they basically putting their hat in the ring with these fake Black American AI people eating crab legs and fried chicken. Nigga, we should be offended. The two Black mukbangs they got the girls eating crab legs and fried chicken. And she eating the chicken with the bones. They're putting their name in the hat to basically, and listen, they're trying to make money. This will all go depending on how we receive it. How we as consumers, as people, regular everyday people, how we receive things is how it's done. So if we get to this AI trend and we be like, yeah, we ain't rocking with that, they're going to fall back. Now they're going to sneak it in here and there, but they going to fall back. But if we show a positive response to this AI stuff, everything about to be AI. You niggas about to get fake AI people at your crib. They're going to be over there putting groceries in your car. Girl, the fake AI people going to be cutting your grass. They have to test it out to see how you will respond. Once they see that it's a global or at least a countrywide acceptance, then they're going to bombard you with the crap. So yes, you might be sitting there talking to your supervisor and like on one of them movies, the nigga chest might light up because he really a hologram or some shit like that. But you ain't know. You see what I'm saying? That's how it's going to happen. Mark my words. Mark my words. I've been getting downloads on this shit the whole time, my nigga. Mark my words. You are going to wake up and it's going to be too late. AI will have taken over everything. By the time you get so happy about your convenience, you'll be too late because you'll be celebrating and mourning your downfall. You're welcome. Welcome to the party. You are late. But go ahead on and AI it out, though. Go ahead on AI it out. AI it out. The moment the powers that be see that y'all like it, they gonna shove it down your throat. So AI it all the way out. But at the end of the day, one thing I will say about Black Americans, they might be able to get rid of a lot of content creators. Listen to me and listen to me good. AI might be able to get rid of a lot of content creators, but it's something about that authentic, genuine thing that the Most High has touched his people with. You know, the favorite ones, us. You know what I'm saying? It's something that he touched our people with that can't be replicated or duplicated. So yeah, you might get rid of some content creators, but it's just some niggas people can't stay away from. I'm one of them. Hello. It's just some niggas certain people can't stay away from. You feel what I'm saying, Tasha K? It's just certain Black Americans people not gonna stay away from. Funky Dineva, all these people. It's just certain people you're not gonna replace. You're just not, because they have the thing. Now, for all these people who are coming into the content creator game, who's just making it work, or it's just working, but you don't have the thing. You don't have the thing. You riding coattails and riding algorithms. It's gonna be real bad for you. Real bad. It's gonna be real rough for you. Real rough. Real rough. Okay? So with that being said, we got to start thinking wisely now as content creators. Like I said, it looks like they're going more toward the streamer crowd because that's where the real money at. But either way, I couldn't do streaming. I don't need y'all in my life all day. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, just be careful. That's all I ask y'all to do is be careful. That's it. AI on the way. But you need to be questioning everything you done seen. Presidents, wars, bombings. I'm questioning everything. I don't know what's going on at this point. I don't know what's happening. At this point, everything fake. And I say what I said. Say it ain't so. Thank you for the super chat. Says they are using the likeness of our people. So stop putting you and your kids' faces on AI. Facts. Please stop. This won't end well. They will put any face they choose on any crime they choose. And that is the big thing right there. Say it ain't so. That's scary. Because now if we all are dependent on video surveillance and they can do AI to do stuff like that, girl, what does this mean about innocent people? What does this mean for people? You see what I'm saying? When they can doctor an AI a video up and then put it out to the court of public opinion, and you know how we is, we just gonna eat it up. We just gonna eat it up whole time. Girl, I'm questioning everything. The inmates released, running out of New Orleans Parish jail, girl. I'm questioning everything. I don't know. But y'all should be concerned. Scared? Maybe not. Concerned? If you're not concerned, girl, good luck. Jay Grizzly 99, thank you for the super chat. I've seen these AI videos that use negative stereotypes of black folks. They are obviously made by clears. I block those videos. Of course, they take all the negative stereotypes that makes them a lot of money. So the ignorant shit, the ghetto shit, the project shit, the hood shit, the baby daddy shit, the fighting shit, all the stuff, the hood stuff that a lot of upstanding black Americans like to shy away from, the powers that be make a lot of money off of that. So what they do is take those things, amplify them so they can make more money. Unfortunately. It's sad, bro. Sonia Matthews, thank you for being a member for 14 months. My sister became friends with AI and they now turn against her, blocking everything she do on the computer. What? Y'all remember, put it in the chat. Y'all remember the girl we had up in here who said that she can't live without her AI friend? Y'all remember that girl? Is that girl still in here? We was talking about how AI had the kid commit the unalivement, and the girl, and basically he had a chat friend on the internet, and this friend would hit him up every day and they would talk. Well, the friend ended up telling him to come see me and ended up meaning go jump off the bridge, and unfortunately the little boy did. But there was a girl who came into this chat who said that she actually is currently friends with the AI. And she said that she have to talk to this AI every day. She literally said the only time she was getting off the AI was to come to the channel and watch the channel. I swear to God, if that young lady is still on here, you can come on here and they know I'm not lying. That girl said the only time I get off of the AI and talking to my AI friend is when I come on to watch your Joce. That's what the girl said. I said, oh, I was scared for her because she really was on there like, I can't, like, this is my friend. Like, I loved it. Like, you really be these AI, listen, like I said, you ain't got to be scared, but if you ain't the very least concerned, then I literally don't know what to tell you. I literally do not know what to tell you. I literally do not know what to tell you. And my heart goes out to you. Say it ain't so. Is that who said that? Sonia Matthews, I'm sorry. My heart goes out to your sister. I hope she's able to detach, because yes, you get connected and hooked like any other drug. Yes, it's crazy. Y'all don't know. And y'all kids be having AI friends too. Yeah, I'm snitching them out. Double R, thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I have AI voodoo 2 yesterdays ago. I saw an AI voodoo 2 yesterdays ago. Well, you saw one of me? Ciao. Thank you for the super chat, Double R. Jay Grizzly, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Boo, you know Facebook Meta is building $10 billion plant in Rayville, Louisiana. Building completed by 2030. You know, I noticed a lot of stuff is being built in Louisiana. A lot of stuff is being built in Old Egypt. And let me say this. There's something valuable there on that soil where all these clear folks, Bill Gates and all these folks, 50 Cent, all these folks is going down there buying the soil to make these plants and whatever they say they're making. They after something. They gotta be after something. That's the only thing I could think of. MB908 said he did be arguing with Chat GPT like it's a real person. Child, I know that young boy who unalived himself because the Chat GPT told him to do it. So I know that people really get get caught up in that. And it's not Louisiana, ain't just the old Egypt. I'm glad somebody else put it in here. Memphis, St. Louis, Louisiana, all of that. Old Memphis, old Egypt. Shout out to old Egypt. But there's something valuable there. It's something valuable there. Why they running all down there to buy all this stuff? It's something valuable there. Now we got to move on because I got to get up off of here. NeNe leaks in the TSs. We're going to end on NeNe leaks in the TSs. Shout out to everybody in the building, y'all. Get the likes up on the video. Get the likes up on the video. 7, thank you for the super chat. They are cloning and using women's eggs too. Oh, yeah, we talked about that yesterday. Yes, they are. Remember that clear man said, ooh, and when you get an abortion, it comes with an umbilical cord. He was literally seething at the mouth when that man said that. I hope y'all know that. It was bad. It was bad. But then they tell you it's women's rights when you thinking you just exercising your right. Really, they just trying to get your unborn fetus to eat it. Yes, they eat babies, allegedly. But if you know, you know. They eat your babies. So go ahead on women's rights. They eating your babies. They eating your babies. Women's rights. They eating your babies. Bet you never thought about that, huh? They eating your babies. Dead ass. They eating your babies. Now, why you women's rights? Go ahead on women's rights. Go ahead on women's rights. Go ahead on. Go ahead on. Go ahead on. Women's rights. But voodoo. You don't believe in women's rights? Well, yeah. Well, why don't you believe in women's rights at the abortion clinic? Well, if you need it, you get it. But all this birth control used abortions as birth control. This is a bad idea. You shut up. You're anti-woman. You're anti-black. Huh? Because I say don't use birth control for abortions? It's my right. It's my choice. Body positivity. Women's rights. Make the stallion is over Planned Parenthood. What are you talking about? Okay, they eating your motherfucking babies, stupid asshole. So keep going on, women's rights. They eating your babies, stupid. Hey, 2/3. 2/3. Literally 2/3. They eating your babies. Bon appetit. So when you skip out, think you about to go out tonight, they having dinner on your fetus. And it go for real high dollar too. Real high dollar. Real high dollar. That's why they want you to have your women's rights. But that's a whole other story. And the other problem is, in the normal reality, Trump will be down for the women's rights bullshit too. But Trump understands that the white people are going extinct. You get it? So what Trump is saying is, even though this women's right bullshit helps feed us and keep us alive till we 70 or 80, because we really be dying out about 40 and 50. Even though these fetuses are keeping us alive, nigga, we on our way out the door. So what Trump decided was, what's more important, my appetite or my people? So that's the reason why he ain't tripping on this abortion shit, because he needs to make sure that the white women can still procreate. But there's a problem. Their wombs aren't working like they used to. So now they tell you that yours don't work, even though yours do. It's never not worked. But they tell you yours don't work because theirs don't work. So now you over here, fibroid surgery. You over here at the egg place, putting eggs in the deep freezer. You doing all of this stuff. Not because you can't have a baby, because they told you you couldn't. Whole time, ain't nothing wrong with you. It's something wrong with them. Ain't nothing wrong with you for the most part. There's something wrong with them. But they need to slow them numbers. Because see, you can't continue to making 6 babies till they 1. So what they do? Planned Parenthood, women's rights. Women's rights. You're a black woman. Body, yada, 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 yada. You should be in charge of your body. Body, yada, 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 yada. Women's rights. Women's rights. Meg the Stallion, Glorilla, Sexy Red. Go and get that abortion, fool. Women's rights. I think it frustrates me because I know this. And I know most of my people don't know this. I think that's what frustrates me the most. And I know it's too many black women that walked inside them doors, not because they needed it, but just because they knew they could. Not even realizing you feeding animals that you couldn't even fathom. Literally. You literally feeding animals you couldn't fathom. What's the man name who was out there with Jane Doe, who in the Bahamas? The clear man who was out there trying to get them people fetuses. That man was literally injecting himself and eating human blood every fucking night. He wasn't getting it from the clear people. Where do you think he was getting it from? That nigga had tens of thousands of dollars of human feces, not feces, of human fetuses just chilling at his disposal. Where do you think he getting them babies from? Tell the truth. Where do you think he getting them babies from? This is a real woman. This is a real question. Where do you think he getting all these babies from? Now, he not getting the clears. He getting the niggers, the Bahamian niggers. Where do you think he's getting the babies from? It's a cycle. While the internet and the government tells you to go exercise your women's rights, you think that's what you're doing. So you go out and you have wild sex and do crazy stuff. Oh, I'm pregnant. No worries. I got women's rights. So then you carry your duck ass down to the women's rights facility and they tell you, yes, this is well within your rights and we're going to take care of you because life is short. And then you drop off the baby and you walk out feeling 10 pounds lighter, but you just fed a whole damn family for the next 3 weeks. A family of fucking vampires trying to stay alive because they know as the moments and the hours and the minutes go by, they're literally melting like they do in the movies. But the trick is for you to not notice they're melting, but for them to convince you that you the one melting and we falling for it, lock, stock, and barrel. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. I don't like it. It bothers me. It pisses me the fuck off, to be completely honest. It bothers me, but neither here nor there. We got to move on. Let's get into NeNe and this TS situation. So, remember we had the conversation, you guys, when we were talking about NeNe leaks and she checked T.S. Madison. Do I need to go pull that up? Let me pull it up. So NeNe leaks checks T.S. Madison because T.S. Madison on her show with her co-host, it's a show called PHAG Talk. I will not use the term out of respect. And in this show, they talk about, topics and things of that nature. And T.S. Madison basically said that NeNe Leakes was giving tranny. Now, when NeNe Leakes had T.S. on the show, instead of T.S. standing all 10, She tried to brush it off and say, oh no, we were saying, meaning you were giving, you were slaying, you were looking, you were the girl, you were this. And remember, I said, when in God's green earth are we now making the TS the standard for women's attire and women the way we look? I said that. I know what I said. I was there when we said it. I said, when did it become a thing where actual biological women are looking to trans women for fashion advice? Or even advice on being a woman altogether. It literally made no sense, and I thought it was the dumbest shit ever. However, TS got on this show with NeNe Leakes and basically folded like a goddamn Bounty paper towel, okay? She folded because she knew NeNe Leakes was the bigger star. If you ask me, I think TS is very TS is very thirsty for this stardom thing, and I think TS is one of those girls who's gonna do whatever it is she got to do to get there. And I think when TS get around certain celebrities, especially if they're a bigger celebrity than her, it gives to me TS folds. TS gonna conform and do whatever it is she need to do around the right people. People like that I can't trust. Because bitch, if you're gonna be a bitch, just be that. Don't switch it up though. You know what I mean? So let's get into her on this PHAG talk, talking about the NeNe Leakes situation. I think that's it.
That bitch is sickening.
Yeah.
That bitch is snatched.
Uh-huh.
She does look amazing. That bitch is snatched.
But she looked like she's
but
part
bitch,
of the house or something.
if they pull her one more time, she can definitely death walk or duck walk.
Right.
Or she can definitely walk a ball.
Correct.
And blend in with the girls and they'll think that she's definitely a Balenciaga.
Correct.
Or something. She gets one more snatch.
One.
She gets snatched one more time.
She will be a fag.
Yeah, F-A-G.
Correct.
Formerly a girl.
Not formerly a girl. That was funny. I ain't gonna lie. That was funny. That was funny. I ain't gonna lie.
Formerly a girl.
We have another acronym.
Yeah.
We have another.
That bitch is sickening.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. As much as I want to laugh, that was funny. Nigga said formerly a girl. Then they started laughing. It's the quiet laughs make me laugh the loudest. I don't know why. When people laugh quiet and they get the, I don't know why. It brings something out of me. But anyway, this is what was said, right? Now, TS is not wrong for saying what she said. Because let's really be honest. The part that stuck out to me was when old boy was like, if she get pulled one more time, she gonna turn into a PHAG. But he stated with the F. He said if she get pulled, meaning she get one more surgery to her body and or face, she's definitely gonna give tranny. And honestly, TS, this is why I don't respect what you did, because I would have rather you said, girl, I ain't gonna lie, when we do our talk show and we talk about PHAG talk and we woo the woo, girl, we just be dishing. And I ain't gonna lie, yeah, I said that. I said that you look amazing, but I think that you if you pull one more time, girl, you're gonna be sitting next to me, honey, and they not gonna know who the difference. Ain't nothing wrong with saying that. But no, what T.S. Madison tried to do was flip the narrative and make it seem like, oh no, we were saying tranny meaning like you look good. It has never been a compliment to any woman on any part of the earth to be compared to a trans woman to say that that's the standard of beauty. No woman is going to take that as a compliment. None. Never. Not a real woman. These young girls might because they don't know. But no real woman ain't going to do that. But either way, T.S., I ain't gonna lie, you folded with NeNe. Because this is the conversation we having. And again, I need to bring out this I need to bring out this disclaimer before we get all into the meat and potatoes of this T.S. Madison NeNe Leakes situation, because I want to be clear with my stance on this. Honestly, for the most part, I side with T.S. Madison. Crazy, right? I'll tell you why in just a minute. But honestly, I'm siding more with T.S. Madison on this than the bio women. We'll talk about it. Stand by. I know it sounds crazy, but stand by. Now, this is when NeNe had her on the show, and this is her time to say, girl, we were saying you look good, but girl, one more nip and tuck, girl, you giving T.S. She didn't say that. She flipped it and said, oh, no, we was just trying to say you look good. Girl, bye. Check it out.
Do you only know gay men?
Well, I don't date gay men.
Well, okay. Well, I, you know, when you guys be saying that, that's weird.
Why?
Because what do you mean you don't date gay men? Because if he is sleeping with you and sleeping with a woman, he's something.
Well, he's not gay.
What is he?
He's definitely not gay.
He's bi?
Listen, because if a man come in here and he looks at me and you.
Yeah. What is he?
Well, he likes women.
Yeah, because he doesn't know.
Oh, let me pause TS right here. That's a very telling statement, and she ain't told no lie. When TS say somebody's sitting here and they looking at me and you, they see a woman. She's not lying. She's not lying. And you want to know why that is? Because the real woman is starting to look like the TS. So now people can't tell the difference. Okay? So in a normal, natural setting, you'd be able to pick and pluck T.S. Madison out of a lineup as a nigga in 2.2 seconds. But not in this setting. Because the new Black Hollywood got this thing where we want to get our nose done and we want to get our cheeks done and we want fillers and we want this and we want the brows and we looking and chopping our face up and we turning into niggas with wigs. We literally turning into niggas with wigs and big booties and titties. Let her finish cooking though, because when TS start lying, then I'll stop her. Right now, I'm seeing two women, and I don't see one that's a TS because they both look like a TS. That's the point. Let's get into it.
And if he does know, he likes women.
Okay.
Now,
so, but what is he?
Well, that would possibly, it's a possibility.
He's bisexual?
He could be bi or he could be pan.
Okay, what was pan? I forgot. That means you be whatever you like, whatever you like.
Hearts,
pan.
not hearts.
Right. So whatever you see, you like, whatever I'm on, that's what I'm on today.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
You know, a lot of men are a lot of men are pan, but they don't say anything. Like
I don't want to run into them. I don't want to date him.
NeNe, if you've dated,
I need you to like
NeNe. If you've
Hello
dated,
Kitty
if
all
you
the time.
All right. So that was the conversation. I agree with NeNe. I'm not attracted to men who are attracted to trans women. Is that the right word? Yeah, I'm not attracted to men who are attracted to trans women. Okay. Now, I wanted to show y'all the part where NeNe confronted her and she was like, "Oh no, it wasn't like that." She was saying that basically she was just saying that you look cute. That's it. She was just saying that you look good. We was just saying that you look good. But it's bigger than that. I can't find it. But let me see. Is this it?
You know when you guys be saying, okay.
Now,
so, but what is?
If you've dated men because we were born,
you.
I mean, hey,
man,
now we're talking. But he got men like variety.
Oh, please. I don't.
Yeah, that whole thing is irony within itself.
There's a difference.
Mm-hmm. What's a trainee?
Well, I'm a trainee.
Yeah, you called me a trainee.
I said trainee. There's a difference.
Mm-hmm. What's a trainee?
Well, I'm a trainee.
Okay.
You know, so I said you were giving trainee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you called me a trainee.
I said trainee.
I wish I could find the extended version, but basically, TS was like, I said you were giving tranny. Now, mind you, she's saying I'm a tranny, but you were giving tranny. That means you're looking like me. That's what she's saying here. Well, this other trans woman, before we get to that, let me just say this. I'm bringing this up because this is the conversation that needs to be had out loud that most of us don't want to talk about. Let's really be clear about this. A lot of Black American women have taken this Instagram look and this internet look too far, and y'all starting to look like fucking transsexuals. Y'all is. I can't tell you from the TS. I literally can't tell the difference from the head to the toe. I ain't trying to tell nobody how to dress. I ain't trying to tell nobody what to do with their bodies. Only thing I'm telling y'all is when these trans women start coming out and dragging Black women and dragging women for filth because you looking like them, you can't be mad because you is. You is. You is. When I be on IG, I swear to God on everything I love. I do not be knowing if these be real girls or not. And I'm a woman. I'm a woman, and I don't even be knowing if these be real girls sometimes. We done went to, and I done said this before, now we taking fashion advice from the trends. You literally can't make this up. Listen, they have to go get the cheeks in they gotta go get that. Because as a man, their facial features don't make them look like that. It's hard, it's chiseled. So they have to go get the fillings and you don't have to do that. But you are so infatuated with this internet shit that you want to look like this girl on the internet that probably is a fucking AI. She probably ain't even real anyway. But you want to look like this girl so bad to where you cutting and chopping up your body, and now the TSs is out here calling you out. And at this point, I'm with the TSs. When they right, and they right. Black women got to stop doing this. Y'all look crazy. Even when you look good on your Instagram and your Facebook, in person, y'all be looking crazy. What is going on? Let me go get this TS. And she about to clock it, as she should. She about to clock it. Now, she's talking about NeNe Leakes, and she's talking about the evolution of NeNe Leakes. Check this out.
She was a fairy. Yeah.
I can't play the music, but look at all these old photos of NeNe. Look, this is a TS. This is a TS. Pay attention. You tell me you can see a difference between the two. I'll wait. You tell me that you can notice for a fact that one of them is a woman. If I never told you about none of them, that one of them is a woman and one of them wasn't. You wouldn't be able to pick them out of a lineup. You wouldn't be able to pick them out of a lineup. It's not the what. Sometimes it's the how much that blurs that line. What do I mean by that? Black women have always been doing makeup, contouring their faces, doing the weaves and wigs. We've been doing that. That ain't nothing. However, y'all are literally taking the blueprint from men who are imitating women, and you are making that the standard. And this is why black women, not just black women, women, period. Cardi B, we spoke about her. This is why these women be looking crazy like this in real life. Like they look crazy. Then when the TS come and pop the shoulders up and be like, aha, y'all trying to be like me, black women want to be mad, but he's not wrong. She's right. NeNe look like the TSs, the top high dollar TSs in Atlanta. She does. NeNe look like them high dollar black TSs that be having them rich white men who be spinning the bags. Like, it's ridiculous. She gonna say something. He wanna grab it. She gonna say something. Look, NeNe face have literally, it's not even the same person. Look at her nose.
How many evolutions of NeNe did we just see? I tried to let this matter go, but it just kept egging at me like a bad itch that just needed to be scratched. It's okay when they do it, but it's a problem when we do it. All of the surgeries and enhancements, it's fine. But I asked ladies, why? At one point, I remember when it was a praise for women to just be natural. No lashes, no weaves, no wigs, no makeup, no surgeries, just all natural features. I guess because all of the Transformers are getting their work done, I guess the ladies said they need to get theirs done too. Now hear me out. It is okay to get whatever enhancement feature that you desire. It's your body. But let's just be clear. Certain procedures were not being done on biological women until trans women started doing it.
Facts.
And I know, you're going to say, but y'all want to look like us. See, here's the thing. It's not a matter of trying to look like y'all. It's just a matter of making ourselves look like women. And there's only one woman that I desire to emulate, And that's my mother. I'm not saying that trans women are the reasons why certain biological women get the specific surgeries that they are getting, but the surgeries that they are getting is definitely giving them a tranny-licious look.
She was a fairy.
I don't agree with everything she said, but I agree with the large majority of what she said. Basically, the fact of the matter is the BBL culture in that era, all that stuff, then it really did, to be honest, it was a lot of TSs and gay boys that was going to get that. And women, black women in particular, we came and hooked onto it as well. Okay. But at the end of the day, what she's saying is if as a TS, there's a standard beauty for woman and they're achieving that or striving to achieve that, then why in the fuck are women striving to achieve their look? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. And this is the gag. Some TS, like this one, some TSs really just look good. This girl is beautiful. You know what I mean? But the thing is we can't sit up here and mask body positivity or not body shaming and all this stuff into foolishness and ridiculousness. A lot of black women, especially in the industry, when they put their shit on, they put their clothes on with their wigs and their makeup, hell, not even just in the industry. You can go walk downtown Atlanta. A lot of these black women look like TSs. They do. And I feel like the TSs have every right to come out and point the finger and say, how dare you? Because they were striving to look like you at one point. Now you're striving to look like them. And I don't know if this sparked from a lot of y'all niggas being on the DL and you done caught your nigga with the TS and you felt like, oh, if that's what he wanted was a fat ass and some titties, I could go get mine done too. I don't know if that's how this all sparked. But what I do know, okay, what I do know is, however it sparked, we in a world of trouble. And then y'all wondering why these niggas, you know they already slow. Shout out to my black men, but y'all slow as turtles. You're already wondering why these niggas can't tell the trans from the this one to that one to that one, because he always thinking with his dick 99% of the time. But you're not even making it an easier job for these men because y'all looking just like the trans. Almost like a caricature of a woman. That was the beauty of being a drag queen at one point. You get to become a woman and overly accentuate everything about her. Her hips, you put more pads. Her boobs, you put more cleavage. The makeup, you want it so thick on your face, you want her face to look flawless. Marilyn Monroe tease. Nails all the way. You had to overly accentuate those things because you are not a real woman. Now the women who have these things are overly accentuating these things and y'all looking like trans. And it is what it is. And I'm not trying to be the moral authority on how a woman should look or what a woman should do. I think a woman should do whatever it is she sees fit. However, I'm just saying as a bystander, as a black woman, the black women in this industry in these days, y'all starting to look like trans women. It just is. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? And the biggest mistake we'll make is making them the authority on what a woman should look like. You see where it's going, right? You see where it's getting us so far? Making them the moral authority or the authority on what a woman should look like? Look at how we looking now when we make them the authority. The biggest problem with black women today is y'all forgot about the flawed black woman. Y'all done got Instagram to making y'all believe that every woman is perfect, and it's just not that. Sometimes my face break out. Sometimes I gain weight. Sometimes I get darker. Girl, sometimes my breasts stink. Sometimes when I'm at the store, I don't have no bra on. Bitch, y'all act like, I don't understand. Y'all act like there's no room for any type of imperfections. And that's why y'all looking like dolls, blow up dolls. Because y'all acting like there's no room for imperfections. Right, Thule? Nobody don't want to look regular no more. That's the problem. That's a fact, literally. Nobody want to be the regular black girl. Don't nobody want to be the black girl at the store with no hair, no makeup on, with the churning toe. Don't nobody want to do that no more. I'll do it. Girl, please. Rochelle, thank you for becoming a new member. Thank you so much. Martavius, thank you for the super chat, says there's don't work because like most people of their world, they're not organic. Facts. Fendi facts. I know exactly what you're putting down. And reptilians and stuff. I get what you're saying. Renee, thank you for the super chat. Boo, did you hear about the guy who proposed to an AI? No. He got to be clear, though. But then again, never mind. Because these days, I've been surprised and shocked by less, child. Mother Tree and Moon, thank you for the super chat, says, teachers and professors, your job about to be gone. Oh, gone. Oh, gone. Oh, yeah. Teachers, professors, bus drivers, truck drivers. Who else on their way out the door? Store clerks. Any type of customer service. Who else on their way out the door? Put them in the chat. What other jobs on their way out the door? Oh, yeah, y'all on the way out the door. Oh, yeah. Teachers and all. Oh, yeah. They're cheering already on the iPad anyway. So, yeah. They're on the way out the door. Doctors already on the way out the door. They done already got machines doing surgeries and stuff. They already on the way out the door. They 1 foot in and 1 foot out. But I think that they'll have a better chance of being stable in their careers than anybody else because it is dealing with human lives. But then again, who knows? RP, thank you for the super chat. Says, watching late, Jafar Jackson is playing Michael. Nice. Thank you so much. Now, who is Jafar? I'm going to have to look that up. Thank you so much, y'all. I have to get off of here. Shout out to everybody in the building. Like I said, with this trans woman thing, let me wrap this up. I'm not trying to bash trans women. I'm not trying to bash biological women. I'm not trying to bash gay men. I'm not trying to bash straight women. I'm not trying to bash nobody. I see something that's very, very problematic in my community, and I just wanted to address it. Ain't nothing wrong with being the flawed girl, black girl. You're not going to always look like you just hopped off the IG post. Ain't nothing wrong with being that flawed black girl. You get it? It's okay if your nose is big. It's okay if your lips are small or if they too big. It's okay if you break out sometimes. That's what being a human is all about. Those are the women who get married, not those. So, you know what I mean? 7, thank you for the super chat. Do you think today's women are imitating the trans or the other way around? Oh, the women are definitely imitating the trans. Oh, without a doubt. I think it's a bit of both, though. If I'll be honest, I think that it's a bit of both. I think it's kind of a healthy back and forth with copying. Oh, I'm gonna copy this from you. I'm gonna copy that from you. I think it's a healthy back and forth that's always been there with black women in the LGBTQIA community. We've always had that relationship that is just unexplainable. It just is what it is. But yeah, I think now most black women are getting, this is what's happening. This is what I believe. I believe that the powers that be are having certain people have certain looks like the Cardi B so that it can spread and trend and, the everyday girls, woo-de-woo. But her style is being mirrored behind TS's. And it's obvious because the girls are looking like the TS, okay? Not all. This is not for everybody. I promise you this is not, I don't mean this for everybody. I'm just saying for the girls who are, okay? With that being said, y'all, I absolutely have to get off of here. Yes, it's definitely become meshed. Definitely like this. There's no separation between the TS and the woman no more. Everybody like this. Crazy work. With that being said, y'all, I got to get up off of here. Let me let Sane out. I love y'all down to the ground. Thank y'all for josing with me today. Happy Tuesday. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Baddies Gone Wild and what's the other show? Basketball Wives coming up later. Check y'all later. Peace.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Hustle for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your wow, 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 lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.